Welcome to USANA Live, a global celebration 30 years in the making. Here are your virtual show hosts, Chief Marketing and Communications Officer, Dan Macuga, and South Korean ice dancing champion, Yura Min.
Hello, USANA family! Welcome to our 30th anniversary celebration. And what a unique adventure this is going to be, because it is our first ever truly hybrid global convention.
We are coming to you live right here in Salt Lake City, the home of USANA's global headquarters, where the opening general session is about to kick off right behind us.
And it's a party, I can tell you that much. We are so happy to be streaming live with all of you, and grateful to the tens of thousands of USANA associates joining us virtually right now.
We even have a few of our associates joining us on Zoom right in the heart of the action. Hello to all of you watching from around the world.
You guys look great.
Amazing.
Well, be sure to stick with us, because for the next 30 minutes, we are counting down to the general session with exclusively virtual interviews, sneak peeks backstage, and exciting news from some of USANA's familiar faces.
It feels so great to be here together again. The energy is electrifying. Thousands of people just trickling in, trying to find their seats. Everyone just excited to be here.
I don't know if you guys can hear this music. It's crazy. And if you could see some of the crowds gathering at the front of the main stage right now, that is the USANA League lining up for their recognition parade, which kicks off in just a few minutes. I'm also thrilled that you're here with me, Yura. How have you been?
Really great, Dan. I've trained so hard as an athlete for the past 20 years that I've actually decided to take a little break from skating, but that doesn't mean I'm not involved and keeping active. I still get my coaching fix by, helping the next generation of skaters improve.
Well, and I'll tell you one thing. Not only is that cool, but I'm glad you're sharing some of your skills and some of your secrets here with us.
Yeah, I really like that so far. I'm enjoying traveling and going to school and, of course, figuring out what I want to do for the next chapter of my life. I mean, because I've been skating since I was 6, 7 years old, the past 20 years of my life has just been for training. I just wake up in the morning and I go straight to training. And it's just crazy that I wake up in the morning and I'm like, all right, wow, what do I do now?
It's not a switch you can just easily turn off, is
Exactly.
Now, what's one of the biggest things you miss?
Oh, my gosh. Honestly, the schedule. I just love a regimented schedule. Just waking up, I have my breakfast, I go training, and then I come home, I do my recovery. And then now I just have so much time, and not that I have so much time, I still have to wake up really early in the morning. Now training is just replaced. I'm on the other side of the boards. But now it's just I guess I have the freedom to do what I want, when I want, and honestly, that's been kind of amazing.
And you get to hang out with all of us here at USANA.
Absolutely.
You love it. It's fantastic. It's so nice to have you here, and who knows, maybe there's a broadcasting career in your future?
That is something to consider. And I'm going to be getting a good taste of it all this week here with all of you. And though it's been great to be back here in person, I have to tell you, I've checked out the virtual platform, and it is pretty cool, too.
Is that supposed to be a nice joke?
Slick, Dan.
So it's the platform. Let's show them a few tricks here.
Since you're here and already watching, you've successfully logged in. But there are other great features we want to tell you about.
Yeah, there's a couple cool things. First is that chat box at the right side of the screen. You see that down there? Just click it to start talking with the others that are already commenting and that are watching as well.
We'll be checking that during the sessions, so we chat with all of you. Let us know how you are and liking the shows and sessions.
And if you're having any technical problems, like my parents probably are, there's a separate message box at the bottom of the right side of your screen. If you have issues, we have USANA moderators standing by to help you. And 90 minutes after each session, you can go back and rewatch sessions in some of the workshops. You have unlimited access to those, but only for the next 30 days. So be sure to take advantage of that.
Yeah, that's a great tool for training, too. There's also a recognition page, a shopping page, to check out the latest in USANA products and gear. And one of my favorite features is the people search. You can type in the names of your friends and colleagues that have individual conversations if they're watching, too.
And you can even find Yura and me. We're on there as well. We've been commenting already. But, of course, keep it right where you are on this page. And at the end of the virtual show, our general session will immediately start. So you don't have to do a thing.
All those tech details are reminding me of our own scientists at USANA.
That's true. Here at USANA, we know a thing or two about being at the forefront of technology and science.
And who better to talk more about that than USANA's Chief Scientific Officer, Dr. Rob Sinnott, and Director of New Product Research, Dr. Rachel Brewer.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome, Rob and Rachel. Thanks for joining us up here.
Thank you.
We're going to try to get through this even with this gigantic party going on behind us. You know, Rob, I just want to ask you both. You know, you're going to be up on the main stage today. What's some of the stuff you're really looking forward to sharing with people?
Well, it's been a long time since we've been together, so there's a lot to share. But mainly, it's about enthusiasm. You know, I spend all my time in the lab. These guys are out. You know, this is our sales force. So it's nice that we connect and compare notes and kind of energize each other.
Yes. Rachel, what about you?
I'm excited to really think about the products past, present, and future at USANA, and especially the future ones.
Everybody likes the future stuff.
Okay, so I've been hearing about the story about your son in Spain. Please tell me more.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so my son, Cass, he was doing study abroad in Europe this summer in Spain and Italy. And he called me from Spain, and he said, "Hey, Dad, I'm going to do the running of the bulls in Pamplona next week. What do you think about that?"
Oh, my God, amazing.
And I'm like, yes, you definitely, like, I would love to do that. That's like things that people aspire to. So, yeah, absolutely. Just like Dan's kids do dangerous stuff all the time, just crazy stuff. But you know what? That's life. That's life. I want them to enjoy life. You know, I was too conservative, I think.
Well, that's why we have all of us here, right, Rob? Is the excitement, the passion for excellence, innovation. You know, innovation's probably a great thing. What are you guys seeing as the new and innovative things that we should be looking at as a company or as a consumer?
Well, you know what? The science of nutrition is always changing. I mean, it's always evolving. We're learning a lot every single day. And the things that we can do with nutrition and microbiome and traditional Chinese medicine is just really expanding. And so, you know, it's great because we've got products dreamed out for 30 years into the future. So it's very exciting.
Amazing. So tell me about the quality of manufacturing and also the opening of new food plants.
Something I'm really excited about, heading up the food science team, because with USANA North, our food manufacturing facility, we have control over the quality control, over the manufacturing, over the process. You know how solid and guaranteed the USANA nutritionals are. And now with having the food manufacturing on site, we can guarantee that as well for the food products that we send all over the world. It's amazing.
You know, and not to rub it in for anyone who's out there in virtual land, but there's going to be a lot of people walking through our new plant, and that's very exciting. Rachel's done a great job with that. It's very exciting. Yeah. So, Rob, you mentioned traditional Chinese medicine. You know, you and I have spent a lot of time in China over the past few years, getting closer, working with them, and it's really a concept that plays well with our supplements. Do you want to share a little insight from your perspective on that?
Yeah, so we're doing a lot of research with the Beijing University of Chinese Medicine. We entered into a partnership with them about 2 years ago. And the research that we're getting is just fantastic. So we see that there's a great future for combining the 5,000-year-old art of traditional Chinese medicine with our nutritional technology and developing hybrid products that help people with preventative health and wellness.
That's awesome. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to that expanded relationship down there as well. Yura?
Okay, so there's a surprise, I hear, a big surprise, and we're all excited about it. Can you not spoil it, but just tease it for us, please?
Well, there's definitely something coming up in the general session that you're not going to want to miss. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words, and I think what you're going to see is just going to blow you away.
Oh, I'm so
We've even sat through a bunch of the rehearsals, and we still don't know.
I know.
We've been up here doing this, but let me ask you guys one more question, each of you. You know, what's really the one thing that excites you about this convention week? We've got 50,000 people joining us virtually. You've got another 5,000 here in the room. A lot of people. What's the thing that excites you the most? Rob, you want to go first, then Rachel?
Yeah, so it's the personal interaction. You know, so many people, old friends that I haven't seen in years, and then a whole bunch of new people that we always have new people joining us, and it's just fantastic. I just love this personal interaction. We energize each other. We get things going. There's a great future for USANA, and it kicks off here tonight.
Rachel, how about you?
I mean, I absolutely agree with that, but also I just love that we're doing it hybrid this year. We've got people live here, the energy here, but then to be able to have people online and the energy online as well, to have so many people that aren't able to be here in person, I just love that we're reaching that many more people this time.
and we decided we were going to ask one quick question, unscripted. What's your favorite product? You're going to pick one.
Proglucamine.
Proglucamine?
Yeah.
Fiber G Active, 100%.
Fiber G Active.
She developed that one.
Why wouldn't you pick
And it's
one?
great. It's a fantastic, and I love that one too. Yes, yeah.
Well, we thank you both for joining us. Really looking forward to seeing you both on the main stage and witness the big moment, even though you won't leak it to us. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And speaking of a big moment, one member of our USANA family has been a part of a lot during our big moments over the years. And this conversation is convention conversation is no different.
This conversation and this convention are no different. We're talking about our Executive Vice President of Asia Pacific, the one and only, the Shermanator, Sherman Ying. He's been out and about today, checking out some of our experience area highlights. If you're home watching and wishing you could see the experience area in person, don't worry. He's going to give you a special, only the way Sherman can, up close and personal tour. Sherman, take it over.
Hello, USANA family. I'm so excited to be here with 5,000 associates, guests, and preferred customers to attend the convention in person. And with more than 55,000 associate customers, guests sitting in their home to watch your convention. So I would like to take this opportunity to give you an up-close and a personal tour for the experience area. So, okay, let's take a look. And the first thing I want to show you, I should keep that a secret, is something very special here, but it's right now still secret. Okay, but I want you to be here as your first stop to leave your very simple, exciting message over there. Okay, let's go to the next stop. Here we have the hexagon photo ops. It's very cool. It's very cool place to take the picture. You must wear your local gear to take a picture here, and that will make you very exciting. Then the next stop is our Salavi. It's our Salavi. We have entire Salavi product line here, and we have a simple bar, and you can test out whatever the product is your favorite. Okay, we have so many associates. Let me check. Yes. Hello. Yes, I know you're here to celebrate our 30th anniversary, and you're over the Salavi counter. So can you share with us how about your feeling? Do you use the Salavi product?
Oh, very good. You talk about the new product, is it?
Oh, the product.
Oh, it's gone. Yeah.
You're the best at the product testimony, okay? Okay, so that's okay. Keep in that. Use the product. And also here, you can see very good layout here. And we have shampoo, conditioner. And here is our product, all the nutritional product. And it's the best is we have a new packaging. It can help our associate to identify the product category. So easy to identify, easy to use the product. We have all the scientists here, and you can ask any question. Ask the scientist, and they will give you the best answer. Oh, yeah, James and Susan. Oh, okay, these are the leaders from Malaysia. Yeah, so you're here. Okay, so I want to ask you, okay, because we have to ask scientists. So have you ever had any experience to ask our scientists for any kind of question?
Yes.
Okay.
Many of them.
Okay, so how do you feel?
Fantastic.
Yes, they answer us very, very clearly, and it helps us a lot.
Okay, so please encourage your downline, your customer. As long as they have any kind of question, call our scientists. They will give the best answer. Thank you very much, James and the students. And now it is a recognition area. You can see that's all the picture. for our executive diamond trip, global elite growth trip. That's all the picture. You can see our associates. They really enjoy the good time with our executive team, with all the associates from other markets. This is the best place, and you have to work very hard. Try to make yourself qualify for USANA trip. You will feel so privileged. Now we come here. This is another photo op. You have to come here to take this. Very colorful. And also now there's a Sonovi. I think in your whole life, you must come to Sonovi at once. You will see how Sonovi can improve your health. You should try all the facility there, all the food there. That's really make you have a real health. And book signing area, okay? We have a different book signing schedule. Please buy the book and come here to get the Kevin Guest to sign your book. This is the Garden Tower project. We have a different line. You can pick up any line, and it will take about 15 minutes. You okay? So for the different line, they have a different assignment. You can pick any different line. In the whole day, come here anytime. You only need to spend 15 minutes to get here to cut, pin, sew, and punch. And also, after the Garden Tower, you can try your luck. And I think everybody's lucky for the 30th anniversary. Okay, try this. And the final one, the last stop, you have to come here is for our logo gear. Now it's the logo gear area. Okay, this is the last time. You must come here. Try to pick up the logo gear. Which one? And I will encourage you to take all the logo gear. It's for the 30th anniversary. Last once in your whole life. Come here to pick up the logo gear and place order. Not only for yourself, also for your downline, your family, your friends. So come here and don't miss. And I hope I can give you very, very good, clear introduction for the experience area. This is so exciting. Never miss any stop, okay? Enjoy it.
Thank you, Sherman. As always, not just a tour with pizzazz. We appreciate it. And I got to tell you, what's one of the best things that's happened other than that video?
Other than that video?
What's happening around this giant?
Oh my gosh. I mean, people are piling in. There's a party happening behind us. I don't know what is going on. I really want to turn around.
I don't know if you can hear the music or not, but this place is...
It's bumping.
Luckily we have headsets on, but...
I know. It's a club in here.
You know, one of the nicest things I think Sherman showed us there, he kind of underscored but hit at the end, logo gear. It's just a way to promote your business, a way to be part of the company, show your pride. And our team has ordered some amazing things, so if you can't be here... Text your friends that are here and tell them to fix them up for you.
Absolutely.
What was your favorite part?
Oh, my gosh. Well, okay, the Celavive line obviously is my favorite thing. Skincare is so important to me. And, I spend like 30 minutes a night just like scrubbing away and putting the oils on and everything. Skincare is very important. Keeps you young, so grab some of that on your way out.
She spends 30 minutes. I think I spent 3.
You just like
still looks amazing, though. It's Celavive.
You look great.
Oh, thank you. And I think the other thing that hopefully you got a little glimpse of and you might want to look more into is the Garden Towers project through the USANA Foundation. A way for her to give back and at the same time create sustainable food in some key markets around the world. Foundation's done some amazing things. Those of you that have donated already, thank you. Those of you that haven't, look it up. USANAfoundation.org. Check it out. So thanks again, Sherman.
Oh, my gosh. And there's so much happening in the experience area, and there's a lot of action happening behind us, too.
You got that right. All right, there it is. We were checking, and yes, the recognition parade is getting underway, showcasing our new USANA League and celebrating the lifetime achievements of these associates. The USANA League is a new recognition category, making its debut right here at this convention. If you don't know much about it yet, we're here to help. In order to become a member and move up the levels of the USANA League, you need to generate points in 3 categories. sales volume points, customer retention, and community, which is points earned for every personal sales team member who rank advances from sharer all the way through silver director.
It's a great way to celebrate some of USANA's top performers, those who have been with us for years. There are 3 tiers to work for: Premier, Prestige, and the highest level, Pinnacle. Each level is recognized and celebrated immediately in your local market, and then, of course, right here on stage during each convention.
And they are doing a bunch of that right now. And speaking of the stage, that's exactly what's happening. If you take a look, hopefully they can get a shot of this. We've got everyone parading across. Take a look at this, the smiles.
That would be great because I forgot my glasses.
Well, this is quite the spectacle. As a virtual exclusive, we're taking you backstage for a look behind the scenes right now. Our USANA Executive Vice President of Communications, Amy Herron, is backstage with a sneak peek just for you, our virtual audience. Amy, how's it going back there?
Oh, my goodness. Hi, Dan. It is so crazy back here, and I am so excited to be spending the next 3 days with all of you at home, giving you a sneak peek of backstage. This is something that only you'll get to see. We wanted to make sure you felt included and were part of this. And I've got to say, you've got to kind of see some of, we're going to just see a little bit of the backstage here. Those are stairs leading up to the stage. We have a lot happening that direction. We have all sorts of technical work going on and props, even, crazy Muppets. I'm not quite sure what that's for, but I'm sure you'll see it at some point. I have to say, I have been so excited for this convention. It's been too long since we've all been together, and this is our very first hybrid event, true hybrid event. 50,000 of you are at home watching this, and we just want to say thank you. We love that you're here, and I'm very excited to kind of show you around. This is my 20th convention. I added that up this week, and I think I've never been more excited for one. One of the exclusives I'm going to be offering you this week is to hear from speakers before they even come to stage, and I have the granddaddy of them all, the biggest one, Kevin Guest, our CEO. Come on in, Kevin. How are you doing?
Doing great. How are you? Good to see you.
So, Kevin, I just had to ask you a couple questions. I always look forward to your presentations every year. I always get something from it, something that I can apply in my personal life. You always seem so confident out there. You just, seem so natural. Do you get nervous? Do you get nerves?
A little bit. Not before I go on, actually. It's like yesterday.
Yeah.
But the more I'm prepared, the more comfortable I am. And I try and always speak from my heart, not from a script. And if I do that, it usually goes okay.
Awesome. This is our 30th anniversary, first time back in a few years in person. What are you most looking forward to this year?
Well, it's already happening. I've been able to give hugs and handshakes and pictures and all the interaction with everybody around the world.
This is part of the craziness of backstage. Makeup touch-ups.
Yeah, I desperately need that.
Me too. You are looking fabulous, Kevin. But, I agree. We've already had such a great first day. Lots of hugs, lots of elbow bumps, and I think everyone's having a great time.
Yes.
And we hope all of you do too. But, Kevin, I know you have to go get ready, so thank you so much, and can't wait to hear your keynote today.
Hey, everybody. I wish you were here. See you soon.
Thanks, Kevin. I love that you're getting this sneak peek. It is pretty wild. We can't even show you what's on this side of the camera because it's going to be a secret coming up. But I actually have another exclusive interview for you. Jim Brown, USANA president. You want to come in, Jim? It's good to see you. So, just curious, what are you most excited about for convention this year?
I'm most excited about my presentation coming up, of course. No, really, I kind of know what's happening. There's going to be some calls to action. There's going to be some great training that happens. And I think it's going to be the catalyst for momentum going around all of our markets. That's such a good point. You have to make the most of what you hear. You're attending convention, whether at home or in person, and you really have to make something of what you hear and maybe make a plan. So I've today has been a big day, meeting a bunch of groups, and we've gone to different regions, their meetings, and they've asked me what to do. And to me, the takeaway is you do something with action, right? We're going to give some actionable items, but it's up to them to take that home and continue to grow their business by doing something. And that's kind of a big theme is get moving and get motivated again.
You got it. I asked this question to Kevin, but I always like to hear other people's takes on it. Do you get nervous to go on stage?
I'm sweating a little bit right now. So, I get nervous, but the thing that helps me is preparation. So, I've been looking at my presentation the last week, trying to get prepared for anything. But I don't think you're human if you don't get a little bit of a heartbeat going and everything else before you walk out in front of 4,000 people. So get nervous, but I think over time you get numb to it, so you just do better.
Yeah, and I hate to remind you of this, but it's 4,000 here, but it's actually 54,000 total watching you today.
But I've sort of gotten used to that Zoom thing, and I don't think a Zoom mentality makes you as nervous.
That's true.
It's really you're sitting out there and looking at faces, and then when it comes down to different people getting different languages at the same time, your jokes fall flat and a few things happen. It really makes you question, what you're doing.
Well, let's make sure to laugh at Jim's jokes today. They will be on par, I promise you. He has actually a great bit about USANA's history. You are going to learn some new things about this company that you never knew. So, Jim, I'll let you go. Good luck tonight. You're going to do great.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Good seeing everybody.
All right. Well, that is just a taste of what you're going to get the next few days. Backstage, if there's anything you would like to see, put a comment in the chat, and I will try to follow up with that, and we'll do it if we can. So I really appreciate everything, and have a good one. Dan, back to you.
Thank you, Amy. That was awesome. I'm gonna follow up on Amy's questions. You are a world champion ice skater. Did you ever get nervous before you went out?
Yeah, I mean, of course. Honestly, just how they I get nervous the night before, and then once I step onto the ice, I'm like, you know what? I'm ready for this. Let's go. It's more of like a pump up, I guess, when I get onto the ice. I guess if you've been doing it for long enough, you start to enjoy the actual competition process. So I guess that's more of what it's like. I'm honestly more nervous to be here right now.
You're doing an awesome job. Way better than me. So I think one of the other things, if you watch these folks walking across the stage, one of the things is they started a business at ground zero. They've built up a successful business. I'm sure they had obstacles, and they've put up with things, and now look at them.
I know.
Celebrating these moments.
I know. That's so amazing to see them like this. Everyone looks so happy. Oh, look
I know, right?
Oh, my goodness.
Yes. In fact, I know those guys. I think one of the other things that you're getting a unique look backstage that our top leaders get when they're back there waiting to do these parades and come across the stage. But you really have to have a successful business to get back there, so you're all getting a good sneak peek.
Yeah.
Is there anything you see back there that you haven't seen before?
I mean, there were dolls. I was like, what?
No, it's a little odd, isn't it? The one thing that you will always find at a USANA event is a high level of creativity, excitement, and interaction. So you should all be in for a treat. We wish you could be here with us, but you get to celebrate with Yura and I as we, kind of do our thing up here.
Honestly, it's probably better that you guys are watching from home because there's a lot of craziness happening here. I feel like there's too much to look at, but with the screens, you can kind of just be really on stage. I mean, look at that. It looks amazing. It looks like you're on stage with them. You're not all the way packed back here with a bunch of people.
It's very true, isn't it? And we're watching folks taking a lot of pictures and sharing it on social, sharing their success, sharing with their friends their experiences. We hope you are joining in on that. We've got our comment chat box during the online presentation here, the virtual presentation. Comment. Be a part of it. Interact with each other. Interact with us. You're as the master of the comments. I just try to chime in when I have to.
Yep.
But that's just how we roll. We just want to make it as interactive as possible for you to be a part of this thing. Yeah, so, okay, we're still got some parades going on. We're going to probably check this out for a little bit. There's one group that really couldn't be here with us, and it's because of COVID and visa issues, and that's our amazing associates in China. And they've been growing down there with all these things they've been overcoming with COVID. We've got a short little video I think we're going to share just to give you a little hello and a little update on what's going on in China. So can we go ahead and roll that video? right, two things I got from that video. One, I've got to learn Chinese. And two, I want to get back over there. It's such a beautiful country, so many things to do. And we certainly wish you all could be with us. But that's why we're doing this, our first ever hybrid session, and it is going to be packed. We're talking musical performances, 30 years of excellence with USANA President Jim Brown, and other exciting guests.
Of course, Rob Sinnott is back on the main stage celebrating 3 decades of science with that big wow moment you don't want to miss.
I can't believe we couldn't get that wow moment out of him.
I know.
We got to get better at this to get that. Our chairman of the board and CEO, who you just heard from backstage, Kevin Guest, will deliver a harmonious keynote address with a special appearance by personal development icon Denis Waitley. It is going to be a jam-packed, super special show.
But when we wrap up here on the virtual stage, you haven't seen the last of us.
No, there's going to be a lot of us, that's for sure.
Sorry.
After the general session, which will be live streamed in its entirety, we also have a really exciting post-show planned for you. You're going to want to stick around for exclusive content and more special guests right here with us.
Like USANA President Jim Brown.
Exactly. We're going to hear about USANA's future and get to know him with a few of his favorite things. Plus, we'll see you back here a few times during the session because we're doing some big giveaways just for you. So stay logged on and ready to hit in the chat rooms.
Actually, before we go, I think we should kick one off right now.
We should give something away?
Absolutely.
All right, I think that's a great idea. Caveat. My parents are on here. We can't pick them.
Is that cheating?
And you're not allowed to win either, and neither am I. We have 4 $500 prizes to kick off this celebration. U.S. dollars.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Because if it was in some of our other currency, it wouldn't be worth chatting. And it's a great way for us really to start something with USANA to better yourself in your business. So here's how you enter. It's actually very easy.
We'll pick and then notify 4 random winners from the comments to the right side of your screen. And if you don't see that comment box, just click out of full screen.
Now here's what we want from you. Let us know what or who you're most excited to see and experience during our first ever global convention. Before we do that, let's take a look at some comments. Let's see if we've got anything in there.
All right, let's.
Yura, what do you have? She's in charge of this because I have to do this. And they get stuck.
Sinnott says, I'm proud of being one of the healthiest families on earth. Yes, let's do it.
We have had a happy anniversary. Hello, USANA. There's people that are ready, which is a good thing because we've already started. And
Irene says, I love this experience up and close. Love that. With a nice prayer emoji, fire emoji, kissy emoji.
Sinnott says she's proud of being part of the healthiest family on earth.
Yep.
Me too.
Oh,
happy anniversary.
Guy Lane says, hi from Quebec City. Sad to miss this in person, but thanks so much for the hybrid opportunity. Oh, I hope you guys enjoy it.
Julie Boyer, sure miss you. I'm guessing you're not here since you're commenting. Congratulations to the Pinnacle Club, the USANA League.
Ooh.
Armando down in Mexico City. It should say felicidades, but it says congratulations.
Oh. Paul says, products for a receding hairline, please. Interesting. I got to talk to somebody about that.
Paul, that is 100% a good idea. If there was one, we'd have it. Lots of just 30th anniversary, but we really want you guys to take advantage of the chat room. Let us know, who you want to see, what you're looking forward to. Say hello to your friends. And then let's just take a quick look at main stage. We still got, look at our leaders going across the stage. So here we go. I'm going to kickstart something I'm very excited about. Whatever you're all pumped up to see, put it in there. I've got a number of things. And do it fast because it's time, USANA family. We hope you're ready because USANA's 30th anniversary celebration is about to start. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy the show, and we'll be back very soon.
Got sunshine in my pocket. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it. Don't stop.
Congratulations to our new Pinnacle members and the entire USANA League.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats quickly. The show is about to begin. I know it's exciting, and we're going to keep the party going. But I need you to take your seats really quick so we can get this show on the road. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats quickly. Please take your seats quickly. We are getting ready to start the show. It's about to go down. Please get to your seats as fast as possible and as safe as possible.
Welcome our newest markets from Europe, Romania, Italy, Germany, and Spain. Go to our associates from Indonesia and Thailand. Bon Spa, Belgium and France. Greetings to our teams from the Philippines. Give a big cheer for Malaysia.
Everybody walking down the street. Everybody moving to the beat.
Please welcome our associates from Singapore. Annyeonghaseyo to all our friends from Korea.
Come along with me. We're going to hit the night down in Get Paris.
Say hello to our associates from Taiwan, Japan, and Hong Kong.
We got the word. Everybody everywhere is gonna feel tonight.
Ni hao to everyone tuning in from China. Give a cheer for the Netherlands and the United Kingdom. Welcome, New Zealand. G'day, Australia. Associates from Mexico and Colombia. Oh, Canada, make some noise. And let's hear it for our host market. Please welcome our associates from the United States.
Making the world a difference, a world of difference. You and me, we're making a world. Together we can make it happen. Together you and I, together we will. We're on the go. You can feel the passion beating. Don't you see, gotta celebrate the vision of your head. Celebrating dreams, what we hear. changing the world. We live life and love it. Haven't you heard?
Happy 30th anniversary. Please welcome Chairman of the Board and CEO, Kevin Guest.
Hey. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Woo. Yes. Well, hello, USANA. Wow, it's been a long time, huh? Man, I'm telling you, doesn't this feel good? We have waited a couple years for this event, and thank you all for making the sacrifice to be here. What a great event. It's so good to be back with all of you and see your smiling faces, but most importantly, to connect and feel your enthusiasm. And that includes all of you here in this room, but also all of those who are watching from home. Let's give them a big hand, too. We have, outside of this room, over 50,000 people watching this event. And so it's a record-attended world event for USANA. Yes. This has been quite an undertaking to be able to come together from all over the world for this first of its kind hybrid convention, connecting the in-person experience with the virtual. We're thrilled you all made the effort to join us for this monumental 30th anniversary celebration. I'd also like to let you know that Dr. Myron Wentz, you know, the world-class scientist who started it all, Dr. Myron Wentz, yeah, wishes he could be here with all of you. I got a phone call a few days ago, and Dr. Wentz and Prudence, in their travels, were both exposed to COVID. Very, very closely exposed. Now, they are both very healthy and they're feeling good, but we talked about it, and Dr. Wentz felt it would be in the best interest of everyone here to not come and share COVID with all of his family from around the world. So, I know Dr. Wentz and Prudence are watching tonight, so let's, through our technology, let's send Dr. Wentz and Prudence love, would you? Let's do it. Come on, everybody. Yes, come on. Yes, let's say thank you to Dr. Wentz. Perfect. Yes. USANA is a beautiful byproduct of Dr. Wentz's vision to create the healthiest family on earth. And it's you sharing this singular vision and the greatest gift of health for the past 30 years that has made USANA such a great success. This feels like the perfect moment to recognize those individuals who embody USANA's vision to create the healthiest family on earth each and every day. Selected from thousands of associates from around the world, it's my pleasure to introduce to you this year's Dr. Wentz Vision Award winners. Let's give them a big hand.
From Australia, Anita and Joseph Ting. From Canada, Anna Hu. From China, Yu Du. From Hong Kong, Anthony Ng and Karen Chen. From Indonesia, Chandra and Catherine. From Korea, Yi Mong Jia and Kim Bong Gi. From Mexico, Sylvia Vasquez and Rodolfo Wooler. From Asia, Liao Shirchik. From New Zealand, Wayne Song and Claire Wu. From the Philippines, Renelle and Jonathan Blanco. From Singapore, Fabian Geese. From Thailand, Priyanuch and Charnchai Kilapong. From Taiwan, Zheng Shan Qing and Liu Pei Fong. From the United States, John and Kim Gorlitz.
Everybody, Dr. Wentz Vision Award winners. Again, congratulations to each of you, our Dr. Wentz Vision Award winners. Now, to share our story of vision and values since 1992, I want to bring out on stage someone who makes my job easier, who is very, very much involved in the day-to-day decisions of our company and very important to all of you. Someone that I respect, someone that I honor, and someone that I love working side by side with because he embodies the USANA values. I want to now introduce and bring out the president of USANA, Brown.
Thank you. After 30 years, it's rewarding to take a moment and reflect on just how far we've come. Not just as a company, but as a USANA family. Successful companies don't start on a whim. They are inspired by our powerful vision of the company's founder. A vision that dares to imagine what a successful future looks like. It's ambitious. It elevates belief in what's possible and reminds us what we can become. This vision is where our USANA story begins. And Dr. Wentz's unique vision started long before USANA was born. It's what fueled his dreams to make a significant scientific impact on the world. In 1992, his belief in USANA turned Dr. Wentz's dreams into reality. And his vision, our vision, is every bit as fresh, relevant, and meaningful today. The USANA family will be the healthiest family on earth. Though the world has changed a lot since 1992, our values have not. They're the same today as they were 30 years ago. Health, community, excellence, integrity. Throughout our history, these values have defined who we are and what we do. They unify our reasons for being. They motivate and inspire. And they drive our direction, priorities, and decision-making. Without our vision and values, USANA would not be what it is today. The same cannot be said for other companies. It's been said that to know your future, you must know your past. And now is a perfect moment to take you back in time. The 1990s was a time of prosperity and opportunity. While it's true that USANA opened its doors in 1992, its genesis really began at a company called Gold Laboratories. There, Dr. Wentz discovered the value of antioxidants. In his lab, he found that the human body could sustain long-term health through proper nutrition. This scientific discovery spurred his belief in helping mankind. Many in the science community clung to the status quo and scoffed at Dr. Wentz's findings. But his passion and commitment to his vision was far too strong. It was then that USANA established itself as a leader in cellular nutrition and direct selling. Dr. Wentz also made another important discovery, that it would take a group of like-minded believers to share the USANA story. And thus, a community of USANA associates was born. How business worked back then might seem a bit old school compared to today, but the direct selling model proved successful. It powered the company's early growth, so much so we had to build a new home. USANA broke ground at what is now the home office, and it was opened in 1996. Fully equipped with on-site laboratories for research and testing, as well as manufacturing facilities ready to meet increased product demand. New in-house capabilities created a standard for excellence, along with a guarantee of quality, safety, purity, and potency. At the same time, USANA began to set itself apart in the world stage. We were still a publicly traded company, started on NASDAQ. This level of transparency and integrity was not common among our competition. USANA quickly established itself as an industry leader, not only in the United States, but in other places as well. We opened our first international market in Canada. And before the decade was over, Australia, New Zealand, the United Kingdom, the Netherlands, and Hong Kong joined our growing USANA family. Athletes focused on elite performance soon took notice as well. Our first athletic partnerships with U.S. Speed Skating and Speed Skating Canada were formed. And today, thousands of professional and Olympic athletes trust USANA more than any other nutritional supplement provider in the world. By the end of the 90s, we had reached $100 million in sales, a milestone that led us into a new millennium, a new era. More growth and more lives changed. New USANA markets opened in Japan, Korea, Singapore, Mexico, Malaysia, and the Philippines. And because we're a science-based company, product innovation is always a priority. The USANA Health Pack launched new personalized nutrition. Our first U.S. patent was awarded for olive oil, a unique extract containing antioxidants derived from the fruit of the olive. And we gave our customers the ability to fully customize their health needs with My Health Pack. Product manufacturing was now certified by the NSF International, an organization that sets standards around auditing, testing, and processes. We also became a Good Manufacturing Practices registered facility, ensuring that good safety and quality systems are in place. USANA chose to do this not because we had to, it was the right thing to do. Because USANA lives by its values. And one of the biggest ways to do that is through the USANA Foundation. Originally established in 2010 as the USANA True Health Foundation, it continues to align with our vision. And I'll talk more about that in a few moments. As we close this decade, USANA kept being recognized year after year, and our awards and achievements only multiplied. We also surpassed $3 billion in lifetime sales. This milestone signaled the beginning of a new chapter in USANA's story. We moved on to the world's largest stage as part of the New York Stock Exchange. Our visibility, influence, and credibility increased on a massive scale. So did our entry into the world's most populous place, China. Opening here was a pivotal moment in our history. It quickly grew into our largest market, bringing its influence to our community of leaders. With China's size and scale, we also broke ground several years later to build an incredible New York facility in Beijing. It remains fully up and running to support today's market of this magnitude. China was not only the market to open this decade. The USANA family also welcomed Thailand, France, Belgium, Colombia, Indonesia, as well as Romania, Italy, Germany, and Spain. Our exclusive USANA intelligence technology also came to life. A groundbreaking development in nutrition, it unlocked the code to speak to ourselves. More new and innovative products continue to launch on a global scale as we elevated the science of skincare with USANA Celavi. Our influences as an industry leader also grew, making us one of the top-ranked direct selling companies on the planet. Yep. And out of the hundreds of brands available, USANA is named by ConsumerLabs.com as the direct selling brand based on customer satisfaction. Just as incredible, USANA reached $1 billion in annual sales, shaping the lives of over 500,000 families around the world. And now finally, we arrive to the current decade in the USANA story. And while the past couple years have been challenging, it didn't stop us from achieving a lot. Since we were last together, we've opened a brand new state-of-the-art production facility here in Salt Lake City to ensure greater product quality, as well as a new brand of food products called Active Nutrition. We've continued to invest millions of dollars into research and development and earn recognition from USANA and our products that just here in the United States, but also around the globe. Like in Korea, where USANA and Nutrimil were awarded for their contributions to the country's health support of the industry. Or in the Philippines, where for the third time in a row, we were recognized as the #1 vitamin and dietary supplement brand by Euromonitor International, the world's leading independent provider of strategic market research. And in Malaysia, where for the fourth time in a row we were named the #1 combination dietary supplements brand by Euromonitor. To date, USANA has earned over 800 awards over the past 30 years. Our commitment and investment to digital technology is also a top priority. Improvements are happening all the time. Some you may not even notice. They continue to support the goal of creating a one-of-a-kind USANA experience for you and our customers. Our corporate responsibility has been renewed with a focus on people, products, and planet. And if you haven't noticed, we've rebranded our entire product line, a process that's only happened a few times in our history. Our packaging, labels, and bottles all align with USANA's sustainability promise. You'll see these efforts in our markets moving forward. That's a lot of USANA's story in a very short period of time. But let me highlight where it brings us to today. We've generated over $14 billion in sales since 1992. And more importantly, we've paid out over $6 billion in incentives and commissions over our lifetime to our associates all over the world. What's even better than this? Millions of families around the globe have seen their lives improve through USANA over the past 30 years. We're well on our way to achieving Dr. Wentz's vision in creating the healthiest family on earth. Yep. I'd like to also reiterate the importance of our USANA values. Still 30 years later, they represent who we are today and guide our focus today. In particular, I want to turn our attention to one, community. Giving back is so much a part of who we are and what we do. Last year, we introduced you to a new goal surrounding our USANA Garden Towers initiative. To celebrate 30 years of USANA, our hope is to fund 30,000 of these truly sustainable gifts to those in need. I want to thank you for helping us achieve this goal and for living our values today and in the future. To tell you more, with an update on the USANA Foundation and a call to action, it's my pleasure to bring out Jeannie Price, Executive Vice President of Sales for the Americas, Europe, Australia, and New Zealand.
Thank you very much, and hello everyone. How are we doing? Good. Well, so far, Dr. Myron Wentz, Kevin Guest, and Jim Brown have set the stage for this 30th anniversary celebration, paying tribute to our vision and values since 1992. It is now my honor to commemorate those values by taking a few minutes to celebrate 30 years of community and service on a global scale. The USANA Foundation was created in 2012, but Dr. Wentz's vision of giving back and creating a healthier, happier world has been with us again since 1992. From the onset of the USANA Foundation, we've given more than $26 million in food aid. Yes, we clap for that. We've donated close to 340,000 bottles of USANA. And we created over 68 million meals. And just over a year ago, we kicked off the Garden Tower Initiative, a very ambitious goal to fund, establish, and plant sustainable garden systems across the world. In fact, this time last year, Kevin Guest set a goal for the USANA family to fund 30,000 garden towers in celebration of our 30th anniversary. Now we knew that was going to be challenging, but actually we have come together and made a world of difference for those in need. That's right. We are on course to reach our goal. We just need one last push from you, our USANA family. So let's make sure to stop by the USANA Foundation area on site. And for those of you watching virtually, please check out the USANA Foundation page on the platform. Please help us tackle malnutrition and life-altering sustainable nutrition worldwide. You know, these garden towers are just incredibly beneficial to the families and communities who receive them. Not only do they provide access to fresh and nutritious food, but they pave the way for self-reliance. They give the opportunity to learn new skills and help develop leadership, teamwork, and self-esteem. Take a look.
Seeing their faces light up when they realize that they can change their lives. It's a simple thing. It's just a garden tower. But really, it's so much more than that.
We can give a legacy on this place.
It has been feeding my family for quite some time.
It matches perfectly with the vision of being the healthiest family on the earth.
It is sexy and it is yummy. I love it. They're changing other parts of their lives because they can sell vegetables and fix up their houses and pay for their kids' school fees.
Eso es lo bonito, es recibir el fruto de lo que cosechaste.
I have changed my life.
Isn't that amazing? To further demonstrate just how life-changing this Garden Tower initiative is, we have invited a shining example of service and selflessness to the stage to share his story. Please help me welcome USANA Foundation Ambassador Daniel Trejo from Mexico. Bienvenido, Daniel.
Gracias.
Mucho gusto. Please share your story.
Hola a todos. Estoy muy agradecido y emocionado de poder compartir lo que vi y cómo me sentí cuando la Fundación USANA fui a ayudar a establecer las torres de jardín a Baja California, México. Durante mucho tiempo, los que me conocen, uno de mis pasatiempos favoritos es la jardinería. Y así que cuando me invitaron a este proyecto de la Fundación, me entusiasmé mucho por la oportunidad de una iniciativa que tuviera que ver con torres de jardín. La verdad no tenía idea del impacto que este proyecto tendría en mí. Pude ver qué tan bien se conecta la Fundación USANA con la visión de servicio del Dr. Myron Wentz. Salí entendiendo más sobre su legado de esperanza que ha creado durante estos casi 30 años. USANA se ha convertido verdaderamente en un pilar de esta comunidad en Baja California, México. Una vez que comenzó este proyecto, me di cuenta que podría reunir a amigos, personas que son agricultores y asociados también de la región. Estábamos, en lo personal, muy emocionados cuando les contacté, les expliqué del proyecto, de lo que estamos haciendo. Inmediatamente pude ver en ellos un interés en ayudar de manera inmediata. Y me empezaron a hacer preguntas al principio. Hubo dudas que yo no sabía cómo responder y los invité a que vinieran a ver lo que estábamos haciendo para que pudieran ver la realidad. Cuando llegaron a donde estábamos construyendo las torres de jardín y vieron lo que estaba pasando, entendieron el significado de lo que estamos haciendo como comunidad. Estos agricultores se dieron cuenta de lo que estamos sembrando en muy buena tierra en México y creando una fuente de alimentos nutritivos dentro de la comunidad. Sabían que este proyecto trascendería y haría mucho bien, y eso los motivó a también ellos dar un paso y empezar a ayudar. Como resultado de esto, se nos abrieron muchas puertas mientras trabajábamos arduamente para terminar este proyecto de jardín comunitario. Recibimos plantas, semillas, herramientas y muchas más oportunidades para seguir expandiéndonos. La cantidad de ayuda y apoyo que hemos recibido de verdad ha sido un milagro. Ser parte de esta iniciativa de Torres de Jardín me ha hecho mucho más consciente de lo poderoso que es tener una visión integral de la verdadera salud. Una torre de jardín de estas hace que las familias completas se alimenten de forma nutritiva. Nos enseña hábitos alimenticios adecuados para convertirse en una fuente de ingresos, en un trabajo. Y lo más importante es que enseña a las personas a trabajar unidas para lograr un resultado positivo. Aprendí que todos podemos ayudar y todos tienen algo milagroso que dar. Muchas gracias, Ginny, por la oportunidad de compartir. Estoy muy agradecido con USANA y esperamos seguir creciendo este proyecto.
Thank you so much, Daniel. Let's give him a big round of applause. Okay, amazing story. And oh my gosh, this is just one example of how the USANA Foundation and the Garden Tower Initiative is changing the lives around the world. We have programs running in Mexico, Malaysia, Indonesia, and the Philippines, but we're not stopping there. In fact, I'm so excited about this, now you can plant hope in your own backyard, and I mean that literally. We have an exclusive offer for those of you attending convention in person. I think it's coming out. Can we please wheel out our little cute little example, please? Oh, look at these little things. So all of you attending in person can purchase a bundle of these 3 personal-sized garden towers, like what you see here. Are they not adorable? So you can enjoy the nutritious benefits for yourself. And your entire purchase, guess what? It goes towards providing full-size garden towers to more people in need. The USANA Foundation has grown so much since it was created. Now also including USANA Kids Eat, a local effort to provide meals to children right here in the Salt Lake area. The Foundation collective efforts fully embody Dr. Wentz's vision of creating the healthiest family on earth. And none of this happens without your support. Your contributions, both time and donations, are critical to our success. So we want to say a big thank you. Yes, keep yourself up. And thank you for being here to help us celebrate this 30 years of service of hope. And now it's my great honor to reintroduce to you Danielle and the rest of this year's USANA Foundation Ambassadors. This award can be given to an associate at any level, but the recipients must demonstrate superior leadership to serve their community and share the mission of the USANA Foundation. Please give a hand for those lending a helping hand here at your 2022 USANA Foundation Ambassadors.
From Australia, Lei Wu and Susan Xu. From Canada, Deanna Waters. From China, Zhao Minghui and Wong Rongmin. From Hong Kong, Coral Chen. From Indonesia, Aveline Halim. From Italy, Melinda Pesebre Tenorio. From Korea, Park Cheong-ja and Pyun Hakbum. From Mexico, Daniel Trejo and Gabby Velez. From Malaysia, Isabella Ho. From New Zealand, Jessica Wu and William Yu. From the Philippines, Ralph and R.N. Pastioso. From Singapore, Zhuang Xiaoyan and Winston Dijia. From Thailand, Priyanuchan Charnchai Kilapong. From Taiwan, Chen Shan Qing and Liu Pei Fong. From the United Kingdom, Shella Vo. From the United States, Blanca Vega.
Congratulations again to all of our USANA Foundation ambassadors. It's wonderful to see so much good in action here on the stage. And there is much more good to talk about. When you think USANA, you think science. For 30 years, our commitment to excellence has been intrinsically linked to our commitment to research and development. It began in 1992 with Dr. Myron Wentz and continues today under the leadership of Dr. Rob Sinnott. Please welcome now USANA's Chief Scientific Officer, Dr. Rob Sinnott.
Well, hello, USANA family. It's so exciting to finally see many of you again face to face. And I love that we're all here celebrating together USANA's 30th anniversary. There's going to be a lot of that tonight. For me, that means celebrating 30 years of success in science, 30 years of excellence and integrity, and 30 years of groundbreaking achievement in health and nutrition technology. And as I contemplated what I could possibly say for such a historic moment, I realized something. I haven't been here at USANA all those 30 years, not even close. In fact, many of you out there have been associated with USANA longer than I've been the Chief Scientific Officer. And so I started reminiscing about the past and how I came to this great company and thinking about what the future holds. And pretty soon I realized something else, that I was doing three very important things at the same time. I was remembering the past, I was embracing the present, and I was creating a vision of the future. And so now I'd like to share with you what I realized. First, let's touch on the past. A little stroll down memory lane, if you will. In 2016, I became the Chief Scientific Officer of USANA. I had built a nutrition company from scratch in Arizona, and then served as the CEO and Chief Scientific Officer of another supplement company before accepting the position here. I decided to make this important career change because USANA had a proven reputation for excellence in research and development. And that reputation for science was actually completely unique in the industry. Nobody else has that reputation. So simply put, USANA was and still is the place for me and scientists like me. So of course I jumped at the opportunity to work with this amazing team, and I'm so grateful that I did. Before I arrived, USANA had made many groundbreaking achievements in nutritional science. So I knew I had my work cut out for me, so to speak. Dr. Myron Wentz's unshakable foundation in science was further fortified by the talent, innovation, and leadership of my predecessor, the man who brought me into this legacy. A man who's here with us tonight, in fact. Former USANA Executive Vice President of Research and Development and current member of USANA's Board of Directors, Dr. Tim Wood.
Hi, Rob.
Hey, Tim. It's great.
Thanks for those nice comments. Hello, USANA family. Oh, it's so good to see you again. So good. I have missed you. I have missed you all these years.
And it's an honor for you to share this moment with us, Tim. So I have to ask you a question. So what do you think makes USANA so special and different from any other nutritional company in the world?
Well, Rob, I think you and Jim have already touched on it. I think the USANA difference is truly flows from Dr. Wentz's vision for our company and his absolute insistence that USANA develop and provide the highest quality, science-based nutritional products on the planet, right? On the planet. No exceptions, no compromises, no excuses, right?
That's correct.
Absolutely right. And when you combine that with our innovation and leadership in cellular nutrition and our passion for empowering our customers to take charge of their health, well, it's a winning combination, and it has been for 30 years. I am so proud to be a part of this company. So proud of our accomplishments over the last 30 years, and I hope everyone in this room is equally as proud to be a part of USANA. Are you proud to be part of USANA? Oh, that's what I want to hear. Good for you. And Rob, as a board member, I couldn't be more excited about our future, about our next 30 years of discovery, innovation, and scientific leadership. Wow. There's so much to look forward to thanks to you and your team.
Thank you so much, Tim. Yeah. Thank you. It's so good to see you, Tim. And thank you for all you've done to help USANA succeed and grow. So Dr. Wood led our research and development team for 15 years. That's a long time. He contributed so much. His expertise helped USANA stay at the forefront of cellular nutrition and scientific innovation. And of course, as we reminisce about these past 30 years of scientific advancement, it's imperative to honor the very beginning of our legacy, the true visionary who started it all. Internationally recognized microbiologist, immunologist, and pioneer in the development of human cell culture technology and infectious disease diagnosis, USANA's founder and chairman emeritus, Dr. Myron Wentz. A big round of applause for Dr. Wentz. All of this started 3 decades ago when he founded Goal Laboratories. He and a small team of researchers were trying to discover and understand the keys of cellular nutrition and how they could make the world a healthier place. In 1992, Dr. Wentz formally founded USANA. And in 1996, we established our headquarters here in Salt Lake City, complete with state-of-the-art labs and manufacturing facilities. By 2002, we had sold 12 million USANA essentials worldwide. And in 2004, we launched Sanse Body and Skincare, which won several awards and found its way onto many magazine covers around the world. In 2007, we revolutionized the world of energy drinks with our Rev3 Energy. Great product. And then USANA took a giant leap forward in 2009 when we introduced our nutritional hybrid technology, because this opened the doors to accelerate innovation in supplement design and manufacturing. And then in 2016, we unveiled one of our greatest achievements yet, intelligence technology. Built on that same scientific foundation laid by Dr. Wentz, it allowed us to take that step into researching and developing the products of today and tomorrow. Time really has flown, hasn't it? And as you can see, when I started my own journey here at USANA, I was already standing on the shoulders of giants. And this is true for each of us. By remembering the giants who came before us, we learn and we grow. What they taught us and what they stand for, it never leaves. So here at USANA, the science and research, the ideas and the innovation, it all continues to build on itself. And it will continue to do so well into the future. So it's important to remember the past, because that's how we arrived here at this very moment. And we should embrace this moment, embrace the present. A good example of this, recently my son Kaz took a trip to Pamplona, Spain to participate in the famous running of the bulls. Now as a father, I was quite obviously worried. Do you know how much a full-grown bull weighs? Anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 pounds. That's 1,000 kilograms of meat running at you. Can you imagine being chased by 10 of them through the streets? And I wondered why in the world my son would want to do something like this. But as I listened to him explain, I realized that he wanted to run with the bulls for the same reason that people want to run marathons or climb Mount Everest or skydive from 15,000 feet. He wanted to do it simply because he hadn't done it before, to prove to himself that he could. He wasn't worried about the outcome, obviously. He was determined to push his limits and to leave his comfort zone, to discover something new. He wanted to embrace the present, to grab life by the horns, literally. So that's the same drive that prompts people to start their own business, to make new friends, or to take the next big step in their lives. Now, I'm not saying we should all go run with the bulls, nor do I think that making decisions without thinking about them first. What I am saying is that we shouldn't make all of our decisions based on outcomes that we already know for certain. In science, we call this a working hypothesis. So working off assumptions that we still need to test. Sometimes the act of just starting something new is its own reward. It's exciting, it's fun, and it encourages us to think outside the box. So even if we fail, we can learn valuable lessons that we otherwise would have missed. So science is all about trying new things and exploring the unknown, sometimes only for the satisfaction of testing our theories. And if the experiment fails, it leads us to learn and adapt until we do succeed. So like remembering the past, embracing the present is so important for our development. It's also a vital step in creating the future. Dr. Wentz and his small group of researchers had grown into a global team of world-class scientists and product innovators. USANA is a worldwide leader in the nutritional health industry. Our products are simply unmatched. So over the past 30 years, we've expanded our research to reach new markets and build additional manufacturing facilities. And like Jim Brown was telling you earlier, all the methods that we use here in Salt Lake are the same all around the world at all of our facilities. So anywhere, in any market, you have the exact same high-quality products and very high standards. It's just the USANA way. That's what we do. We've also expanded our horizons in the realm of research and development. On the front lines of this R&D journey is Dr. Rachel Brewer, the Director of New Product Research. I'd like to invite her out now to share more about the future of USANA science that we're creating. Rachel? So, Dr. Brewer, thanks for joining me out here.
Thank you, Dr. Sinnott. It's only slightly different than being in the lab.
Yeah, this is a little different than our normal laboratory environment. So before we jump into your USANA scientific advancements, may I congratulate you on a personal advancement. Dr. Brewer's a new mom. So congratulations on your baby girl, Rebecca. She's beautiful.
Thank you, Dr. Sinnott. And seeing her up there makes me a little misty-eyed, so sorry. She really is the reason that I do what I do.
And we're grateful for that. We're grateful for that because you're one of our top scientists working daily on our teams to create product concepts and ideas. So will you give us some updates on the cutting-edge research that you're doing?
I'd love to. But first, I would like a chance to stroll down memory lane as well. USANA Science has arrived at this very exciting moment thanks to all of our past products and product concepts. And I mean all of them. We started with the basics, the USANA nutritional system, Nutrimeal, and the Fibergy drink. Our goal was simple, to provide the highest quality nutrition to your cells. And our drive was strong. It often pushed us outside of the box, sometimes far outside of the box. Does anyone here remember our cranberry drink? All right, there we go. What about our winter wassail? Right, a few people. But does anyone here remember our USANA chili?
Yummy.
Well, there was even a time when we developed a water distiller and experimented with the idea of a USANA satellite system. So you could beam Dr. Wentz right into your living room any time of the day. It's only science fiction until someone makes it happen, right?
Yeah, that's right.
But as silly or old-fashioned as some of those ideas may seem to us now, the creativity and experimentation that they encouraged has paved the way for us today. And today, a big focus for us is on the microbiome and personalized health. We're working hard to develop product concepts that are specific to the microbiomes of different types of people, like men, women, children, or even infants like my daughter. We know that focusing on individual microbiome health is incredibly important to addressing overall health and wellness. And that's why we're exploring this topic with such care and detail. A product that works for my microbiome might not work for everyone else's. And sometimes the determining factor is as simple as what I or you ate for breakfast this morning. Just hopefully not the USANA chili.
So it's a complicated topic, research and development, isn't it, Rachel?
Yes, it really is. But it's also fascinating for our scientists and filled with really awesome potential. Our team has been working so hard to arrive at this point, and we are more motivated and optimistic than ever to move into the future.
So thank you, Dr. Brewer, for giving this insight into the future of USANA science. And really, it's just the tip of the iceberg.
It sure is. Thank you, Dr. Sinnott.
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone.
The need for new research and development is just as important now as it always has been. Our vision has not changed one bit. But now it's our responsibility to propel that vision forward as we create the future. And that means me, and it means all of you too. That vision to create the healthiest family on earth is possible because of the giants who paved the way, the innovative predecessors building upon their foundation, and the next generation catapulting us into the future. Picture it: past, present, future, unified by a single vision. And I mean that. Get your cameras out right now so you can take a picture of it. We've invited every single USANA scientist from around the world to join us for this 30th anniversary celebration. So please welcome your global research and development team. "150 researchers, technicians, and developers from throughout the world.
This is amazing, but I don't know, Dr. Sinnott. It's a really healthy showing, but I don't think this is really everyone.
No, it's not all here, but this is. These are our scientists from throughout the world. What you see here in front of you is 30 years of worldwide innovation, excellence, and science. Every single USANA scientist contributes to our legacy in their own unique way.
Let's hear from a few of them.
My name is Chuck Walton. I'm a lead development scientist, and I'm responsible for researching new ideas and ingredients, especially around the microbiome, and then working with this team to create new products.
That's great. We love working with Chuck.
Hello, USANA. My name is Emma Davenport. I am manager over R&D product systems, and I am responsible for ensuring that science is built into the processes and systems throughout the product life cycle.
That is so important. Let's hear from a few more.
My name is Armando Vasquez. I'm buyer for R&D development and formulation. I'm responsible for evaluate and desarrollo the projects.
We truly would not have any of our products without Armando. Let's find a few more scientists here.
Hi, I'm Jenny Brooks. I'm a regional director of regulatory affairs, and I'm responsible to make sure that our products reach the high scientific and regulatory standards of our Latin America, Australia, and New Zealand markets.
And everyone knows how important those are.
Rachel.
Right. We have a few more. Let's find one more if we can.
Good evening, USANA. My name is Greg Hersey, and I'm a product department specialist, and I'm responsible for all samples and all documentation that comes in to the R&D department. And thank you, everybody.
The magnitude of what you're witnessing on the stage is nothing short of a scientific spectacle. And this is USANA Science.
Happy anniversary, USANA!
Thank you. And before we head out, I want to mention something new that I'm starting. I'll be launching a science education newsletter and video podcast series called At the Peak of Health, to give our USANA family my personal insights into cutting-edge nutritional science and useful tips how to use USANA products to optimize a healthy lifespan. So thank you for joining us all. Until next time, we'll be back in the lab.
Hello, USANA family. Dan is about to take the stage, so I'm stepping in for a little break with Yura. This is the time for all of you watching around the world to get up and stretch. You can see that they're doing it here. Maybe we should get a workout in here for just a second.
Take a quick break, or feel free to jump up and Zumba along at home with us.
Let's do it. Well, I think I'm going to stick with the Zumba, but, you know, it's good to get your body moving when we've been sitting here for a while.
Works for me. Oh, my gosh.
So, while they're doing all the Zumba, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about what you've been loving so far. Any favorite moments so far with General Session? You've kind of been here for all of it.
Yeah, I think the coolest part, honestly, was like the opening with all the dancers, and then also Dr. Sinnott being on stage and like having that amazing speech really was inspirational, and seeing all the scientists, it was awesome.
So true. I mean, the production value of USANA events is pretty incredible. I always love to see all the dancers backstage. Also, I agree with you about the scientists. I have to tell you, I'm aware of other companies in our industry. They do not have close to that level of research and development team. It's really unprecedented how many scientists we have working for us, which it really speaks to who we are fundamentally. So
I know, even just seeing like the scientists on Zoom and like everybody that was on stage, that was awesome. But so what did you think about those garden towers?
Oh man, I am so into the garden towers, and I've noticed so many people are commenting in the chat that you have supported garden towers. You've purchased garden towers as part of our attempt to make 30,000 garden towers happen. We are changing lives through these. It's really such a sustainable way to help people grow food and grow nutritious food. And thank you so much. That was so cool to see. So,
oh my gosh, what is going on behind us? It is insane.
They're like, everybody is dancing and moving around. I love it. I love it. I am also glad that I'm not up on stage. I'm always that person who's offbeat by just better leave it to the pros. Yeah, let's take a look at the comments and see what everybody's saying. We got such overwhelming excitement about the R&D section. I know a lot of you loved Dr. Brewer's look back to chili. We've had a lot of people mentioning the chili. Let's see. Nancy Klarman said, "Thank you to all the USANA researchers who help make USANA products science-based." So true. Gotta love that.
Andrew says, "So proud to have these scientists working with our family to bring us the best." I absolutely agree with you.
And I love this. The best team, the smartest people from John. I agree. Like, we have some seriously talented people who work on this team, and their minds are always working. I just love it.
Lionel says, "Amazing and hardworking scientists behind our amazing USANA products." Absolutely. We got so many people on the team, and that's the only reason that we can make this happen, right?
I love it. I think we're going to be wrapping up here shortly. It looks like they're getting close with Zumba. So we'll take you back to the session shortly, where Dan is about to take the stage with some very exciting news. I can't wait. We will see you and the rest of you back here in just a few minutes with an exclusive $500 giveaway for a few lucky virtual winners. So be sure to stay tuned. Stay on the chat. It's easy to enter the lucky draw, so stick around for more. Thanks, Yura.
Thank you.
I see you back there. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating.
All right, here we go.
I don't know about you, but I feel good. Shake it. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I'm for sure. You down, man, let's go. You stop, you drop, make it and roll. You turn, you pop, you in control. I dance with me if I were you. And when it comes to help pack, I'll take two. It's only one life, you don't get two. So live life, don't let it hit you.
When you're taking it.
I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good. USANA. I don't know about you, but I feel good. Come on. I don't know about you, but I feel good.
Hey!
Please welcome Chief Marketing and Communications Officer, Dan Macuga.
Hey, USANA! Besides having that song on repeat in your head for the rest of the evening, they call that an earworm, by the way, it does have a purpose, reminding us to do one thing, which is, you've heard it, start something. Two simple yet profound words that have the power to inspire an entire world to take action. Now, before I tell you how we're going to start something, I want to tell you why we need to. At this moment in the world, we're clearly adjusting to a new reality, whether we like it or not, and much of the backdrop to this new reality is just noise and chaos. Take, for example, the world we live in. The effects of the pandemic still linger. Plus, we've entered into a perfect storm of rising prices, constant disruption, and enough geopolitical conflict to last a lifetime. And let's not forget climate change, our environment, the whole list of things too numerous for us to mention here today. All of it continues to wreak havoc on our day and our lives. And it pushes us further away from reaching any kind of new normal. If that's not enough, add to it this toxic mix of media that's constantly seeking our attention. The information and entertainment within are both real and fake, useful, useless, all at the same time. And there's so much of it. It's created a challenging environment for business and for entrepreneurs like all of you here today. Because social media is where the world shops and where they get information. But it's in a media landscape that's full of clutter. It's hard to capture the hearts and minds, let alone give them the right balance of meaningful content worthy of your attention. And now in our new hybrid 3.0 version of a new reality, we're starting to see that people are getting exhausted from all of it. They're tired of listening, looking, and living in such a chaotic place. No one's sure what to do or how to go about doing it. It's led to what I like to call a global world of passive indifference. Lots of words there. Good luck translating that one. There's way too many of us living in a state of apathy. We're not now just waiting, hoping for things to change. And it's made the way we work, live, and connect very awkward. All of the circumstances around us have made it difficult to know what to do anymore. In general, people are stuck. So you know what? I think us in this room and the 50,000 people online, we have the power and the mind to change all of that. What if all of us together could move the world to action? That's the idea behind Start Something. Whether you're here with us live or in person, or if you're online for our virtual broadcast, anywhere in the world, you have already taken a great step forward just being here. So I think you can be easily motivated to take one step further, right? I mean, why should we keep waiting and hoping that the world will change? How about we change the world we all live in right now, right here, today? This is your opportunity to do something, anything you want to do. There are no limits to what you can start. As a great observer of the world and seeing everything we're all going through, it really made me want to start something inspiring. And what that came down to was looking for something that got me inspired. That's my kids. My kids are skiers. If you follow me on social media, my world is about them. This is my son. He is an alpine skier. You're going to see the next kid here. I've got a mogul skier. I've got an alpine. These two are on the U.S. ski team. And then I've got one more daughter on the U.S. ski team who does ski jumping. Start something inspirational. Follow me. Look what these kids do. Right? They don't understand no. They don't sit back and do nothing. They're training. They're working hard. And I want to inspire and encourage all of you to start something too. It can be something small, bold. You could start something again. It doesn't matter if you forgot about it, if you gave up or got too busy. This is your opportunity to start it up again. The most important thing for all of us is to start something authentic. Something that's just for you. Maybe it's something you've always wanted to try but never got the chance. Or perhaps this is the perfect time to start something just because you can, or it means something special to you. It doesn't matter what it is. It just needs to be for you. And all you need to do is take the first step. And I'm going to tell you how we're going to get started. Join me in watching this video.
His turn when I roll up, spin around like a donut. Got a feeling that I can't lose. Show it off like it's new shoes. I got something you can't explain. La 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 la. In a metaphysical kind of way. La 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 la. There's something magic inside my veins. La 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 la. No matter what, I'ma do my thing. I'ma do my thing. Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
What do you think? If you didn't enjoy that, something's wrong with you. I am so excited every time I see that, and I've seen it now for a couple months while we put it together. Start something is our universal language to speak to everyone around the world. This is a global campaign where together we can inspire action as one USANA worldwide. Not sure what to start? You could start something using USANA as an idea. Start something simple, like taking your Essentials or Health Pack consistently every day. You could start something active. Add Nutrimil as part of managing your weight goals, or do more with our active nutrition products. You could start something for you. Add Celavive regimen to your routine. Now, what you start doesn't have to be about USANA or the products. Maybe you have higher ambitions about your business. Start that. Or you can even choose to start something that has nothing to do with USANA at all. The choices are endless. If you're looking for inspiration on what to do or how do I do this, here's some ideas from a few of our associates.
从今天开始，我要每天为你们做一道美食。
哇，真的吗？
走，买菜去。
Australia! I have been wanting to get back to my fitness routine since post-COVID, so I would like to start my exercising routine consistently, and I aim to join a marathon by the end of the year.
And my challenge is to start a 28-day program because I'm getting married at the end of the year, and I would like to look the best on that day and also to get healthier.
Let's start it. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here.
はい、今日から毎日エクリミル飲みます。
Hi, I'm Obi from Thailand. I wanted to start something. I was looking for motivation to get up, go out, and do something healthy. And then I found bouldering. Not only is it a total body workout, but it's also so fun that I forget how tired I am. I enjoy this every week, and my body loves it.
I'm a pretty boy, I'm stunning. Super speed Sonic, I'm running. Super speed Sonic, I'm running.
지금부터 근력 운동을 시작해 보도록 하겠습니다. 도전! I can do it. You can do it. Just do it. Yeah!
I love that. Yay! So let me tell you how to start something. The best part is that you won't need to learn the moonwalk unless you really want to. You could start something that comes to life in 3 easy steps. The first step is to start. You've already had the inspiration on an idea on how. Now you can choose what you want to do. Make this the fun part. The next step is to commit. This is where you identify how to get closer to your goal and the actions you need to take daily in order to accomplish what you've set out to do. To reinforce the purpose of this step, we've built a little commitment wall for you, and we want you to be part of it. Now, those of you on our virtual broadcast, we'd like you to share your commitment using the chat function throughout your convention experience. But those of you here, I want you to commit to bringing something, and that's this wall, to life with your commitments. Right now, it's mostly blank. There's a lot of work being done to it, but you can change that. Write down your commitment. Help us share with everyone what you're committed to. Let's get this entire wall filled up over the next couple of days while you're here at convention. Let's share with the world what we're starting, because sharing is step 3. The last and most important step as you work toward your Start Something goal, you need to share your progress with your family, your friends, your followers, your community. How often you do that is up to you. But we have so many tools and assets coming your way, you'll be sharing in no time. That's it. That's all there is to it. Start something. 3 steps that can inspire a community and make USANA an essential part of that journey. There is so much more about this great program headed your way. I encourage you to learn all you can about the potential it has to bring people together like never before, especially how you can use your social media influence to attract and build a collective Start Something community. So let me explain. Sharing can be hard for a lot of people. It may not be your thing, but sharing is how we inspire others. And you never know how or what that could look like. Look at it this way. Someone had the courage to share USANA with you. And that's how you got the courage to come here to this convention. Having the courage to share is really how you multiply and build your business. Start Something has the potential to work the same way. Let me show you a great illustration about the power of attraction simply by having the courage to put yourself out there. Like this guy. This guy is at a concert, okay? He wants to start having fun. He's alone. You kind of feel bad for him. He starts dancing, right? But then look at this. He took the first step and put himself out there, and now look what happens. A couple people start to join him. They get in the act, right? They're having a good time. Soon another person comes running out of the crowd, and look what happens next. He started small, and it keeps growing. And now, everybody wants to be part of it. That's how easy it is to start something. I want to leave you with this thought. Change doesn't happen to you. It happens because of you. Think about the impact that you can have. All you need to do is take the first step. Now it's time for you to start something. Make a commitment and share it. Some of our associates coming to us live from around the world are getting started already. Now it's your turn. Are you ready to get you started with USANA? I think your commitment is cause for celebration. I'm going to be looking for these things in social. This is USANA 30 after all. So how we start some excitement, shall we? Wish I knew who that was. I'd take care of them. Here are 2 of the most enthusiastic and lively executives we have at USANA. See how I set them up? So if they're not enthusiastic and lively, you can give them a hard time. Please welcome USANA's Chief Operating Officer, Walter Knope, and Vice President of Sales Development, Duday Gaston. Thank you.
Hi, we're taking a few minutes to give away some prizes to the in-person audience. And that means it's time for another lucky draw for all of you at home.
You just heard Dan launch our new Start Something campaign, and we want to help you start something amazing.
So 4 lucky audience members, virtual audience members, will win a $500 prize to help you kickstart your something, whatever that may be.
It's super easy to enter this giveaway. Just type what you are committing to start in the comment section to your right.
Yeah, I've actually already seen a lot of you are doing this, but we want you all to get into the comment box. If you can't see it, be sure to exit the full screen view. And again, let us know what your Start Something is. We will take all the comments submitted during this live stream of the general session, draw 4 random winners, and let you know if you've won.
And while you're typing, you can stick around and be part of the fun on the main stage, or you can use this time to take a quick break.
So I'm going to stick around to watch. I'd like to start something with all of you online, and I just wanted to tell you and Yura what my start something is going to be. I am going to try roller skating again. I haven't done it since I was a child. These are so cute. I want to go out and I want to start something fun.
That's amazing.
So,
oh my gosh, can I hold them?
Please.
Wow. Look at these. I might change my skates to these. Just put some blades on them? Perfect. These are beautiful.
So, Yura, I will probably get some pointers from you maybe after the broadcast. But I'm committing it to all of you at home now. So, one thing, we're going to give you a few minutes to start entering into the chat your start something. Any thoughts about the campaign, Yura, or what you're thinking about all this? Do you have a start something in mind?
Yes, I mean, just looking at that video of the guy who was dancing by himself and then a bunch of people joined him, I mean, that honestly, it was so heartwarming. Like, it's not just us, right? It's like we, as a community, can start a movement, right? Absolutely. And I think that's what we're trying to do here at USANA. So I guess my start something would be, I don't know, getting back out there, being active, being healthy, just
I like it.
Being the best version of me that I can.
After the past few years, there's lots of opportunities. One thing, if you're wondering what's happening behind us, they are throwing out balls into the stage, or into the audience, and some of them are worth some pretty impressive amounts of money. So
I know.
It might get crazy behind us. Don't worry.
It looks like 300 balls are being thrown into the audience. The black ball is worth $4,000. Oh my goodness. For a home gym makeover.
Love it.
There's one with a red flight voucher worth $1,000. Dang! And then there's some Celebi packs and some mood packs. That's awesome.
Nice. So I'm going to just quickly, we just have a few seconds left. There is someone who wants to start something sustainable. That's from Marion Jacqueline. Sorry if I said that wrong, but I love that. Sustainable. We could all do better there. We also have, somebody wants to start inline skating. Shauna McKenzie wants to start inline skating.
Amazing.
So I'll do that with you, Shauna. Any other cool ones that we're seeing here? Yeah. Everybody's sharing so many.
Song says, I will share how USANA products have changed my life on social media.
Ooh, I love
Very
that.
Cool song.
Start sharing, right? Start sharing something powerful. This movement is going to be huge for USANA and your friends and family out there. So please engage with it. Please do your best to share your start something. It will make such a difference. Well, it looks like they are wrapping up. We're going to send you back to the main stage, and we'll see you back here in a few minutes. Thanks.
Okay. Did we get him? I think we got it. I don't know. Did we get them all out? Okay. All right. So that was very dangerous. We're never going to do that again. Thank you. All right. How many have you got a blue colored ball? Raise them in the air.
All those people who catch the blue ball.
Oh, that's great.
Out and
Okay.
Okay, stand up.
Those of you who got a blue colored ball, you won a blue colored ball. Congratulations.
See, it's exciting, huh? A small token to remember for our grand times. Okay, put your hands down. Now, who got the green ball?
Any green balls? Raise them in the air.
Green ball. Stand up, hold it up.
Green ball.
Green ball. Okay, Walter, tell them what they won.
Well, you've won a USANA Mood product pack, complete with Pure Rest, Mineral Calm, Stress relief, calm response. So we'll tell you how to redeem your prizes in a minute. So you can just sit down. It's okay. It's just a minute.
Wow. So hold on to those balls because that is expensive, right? Okay. Now, who is holding the pink colored ball?
Oh.
Stand up. Come on. You know what they say. Okay. What did they win, Walter?
So there should be 20 people with pink color balls.
You are taking home a CeraVe product pack, complete basic regimen. Why not, right? Pink balls. A makeup remover, a cleanser, a vitalizing serum, eye essence, day lotion, and night gel. Wow, you can be seated now. Congratulations. Now, who has the red ball? Who has the red ball? Come
there
on.
are 5 red balls. 5 of you have a red ball.
Go to your aisle. We have one over there.
And some over here.
One over there. One over there. So 3. How many more?
Okay, those of you who got a red ball, first of all, you got a red ball. So congratulations on that. Secondly, you got a $1,000 flight voucher. So start connecting with your communities, start something fun, or maybe use it just to get home.
Don't you just love that? $1,000 travel voucher. Red winners, you can take your seat now. Now, which lucky person out there caught the black-colored ball?
Black.
Black. Whoa! 1.
Okay, so I guess they were worth fighting over. Do you want to know what you've won? Okay. Perhaps you should start something active with a home gym makeover valued at $4,000.
Wow! Congratulations to all our winners. To redeem your prize, please don't forget, right after this session, take all your colored balls, the green, the pink, the red, and the black. Go to our prize redemption by the registration booth at the 2nd floor right after you enter the building. Okay?
Thanks today.
Thank you, Walter.
We'll be back tomorrow night with more giveaways. I hope you enjoy seeing me again. We'll see you then.
Don't forget, watch out, Mr. Exciting.
Welcome back to the stage, Kevin Guest.
Well, you got a few prizes, a few giveaways. We've got a lot more to go. We actually have one huge giveaway that you're going to love coming up. We have to do that because it's our anniversary, right? Our 30th anniversary. So a little music trivia for you. This song, Steam by Peter Gabriel, which is playing, was #1 video in 1992. And it's still cool, like USANA. Before I launch into my keynote presentation this evening, I'd like to recognize a group of individuals. As leaders, gaining knowledge is a lifetime activity, and it's one of the best investments you can make in yourself. I learned that from one of my lifelong friends and mentors, Denis Waitley. The following group of associates have learned that as well, and they have fully embraced Denis's vision of leadership and success. Not only do they embody what it means to live USANA, they are themselves mentors all over the world. It's my honor to welcome this year's global recipients of the Denis Waitley Leadership Award for Business Excellence.
From Australia, Min Lee and Heidi Shou. From Canada, Rong Wang and Jie Fong. From China, Yang Yue and Lin Yu. From Hong Kong, Ada Chai and Jeff Ng. From Indonesia, Dr. Hendra and Dr. Mira Purwalaksana. From Korea, Yang Mi Kyung. From Mexico, Eduardo Barreto. From Malaysia, Anthony Ang and Tina Lee. From New Zealand, Peter, Michael, and Sophia Yak. From the Philippines, Rajneesh Sogi and Ryan Tan. From Singapore, Lawrence and Precious Sia. From Thailand, Tanyalug Korkurtsup and Chun Ping Go. From Taiwan, Han Da Ming and Wu Wen Yi. From the United States, Grace Mew and Jason Wei.
Dennis wishes he could be here celebrating with all of us, but he sends his love and would like to share a message of congratulations with these Leadership Award recipients. Let's take a look.
Happy 30th, USANA family. Oh, how I wish I could be there in the front row applauding each achievement as I did for 25 years. Recognition is the lifeblood of every team and organization. And USANA is simply the best at making this happen. I'm humbled and honored to be associated with the Denis Waitley Award for Business Excellence. And I'd like to congratulate this year's recipient for the dedication, commitment, and for being role models and mentors for those who look to you for leadership. You make this old road warrior very proud, and I wish you only the best in the years to come. I love you, I miss you, and God bless.
Thank you, Dennis. And congratulations to this year's Global Denis Waitley Leadership Award winners. Well, we're going to switch gears now. So we want all of you to just put on your creative hats a little bit, kind of get in the groove, get feeling good, okay? I want to throw out this quote that I think is very, very important. Life must be understood backward, but lived forward. Think about that. Understanding backward, but living forward. You see, we've all gone through something unprecedented this last couple years. And we've learned some things. How are we going to apply the things that we've learned to living forward? What I like about this quote is that it's simple, yet a very deep meaning. To move on with our lives, to move forward. Whatever the past was, or our current situation is, we need to look back in order to move ahead. That's one of the reasons we celebrate 30 years, but we are looking ahead. We've had some time to reflect on USANA's history already this evening. Jim Brown talked about our past and really the foundation to our future. Our vision and values are the same today as they were 30 years ago when we started this company. Rob Sinnott discussed our lifelong commitment to science excellence, which remains a focus and difference maker for us moving forward. And Dan Macuga shared an inspiration about how we can start something. By the way, here's what I'm starting. I'm going to start every day writing in a gratitude journal. I want to reflect on things I'm grateful for. That's something I'm starting. to think about and focus on the good in life and things I'm grateful for. Together, we can bring a positive change into the world and those around us. We need to put ourselves in the right mindset, clear our minds, fill our hearts. It's time to push out the bad and direct all our energy, USANA family, to that which is good. Let us open our minds to see what's possible and expand our belief and confidence in who we are and what we can be. Whether you've known me for a while or we're just getting acquainted, one thing you must understand is my love for music. Music has a magical way of infiltrating our minds and seeping into our souls. Sometimes the best way to reset the mind is through song. So, we're going to have a little reset session. And obviously, I want to start it off with some music, right? So I've invited a very dear friend of mine. I want to introduce you to this special guest. His name is William Joseph. He's a classical piano prodigy who was awarded a music scholarship at the age of 8. Discovered by producer David Foster after an impromptu performance at a charity event, William went on to release 3 studio albums. He's performed all over the world with some of the biggest names in music, and tonight he's here to help us take a moment to reflect, to repair our body, our mind, and our soul, to grow and to focus forward. Please welcome a young man I admire deeply and whose creativity reaches the depths of my soul, William Joseph. Okay, if that didn't reset your brain, I don't know what will. How are you feeling during that? How did that make you feel? What were some of the thoughts that were going through your mind? as William was playing. What a stunning performance of Asturias that was. It's a place in green Spain, an area which an abundance of rich mineral resources and a terrain that represents strength, providing optimal protection against all enemies and competition. To me, that almost reads like a description of who we are here at USANA. Adaptive and supportive people who regularly consume optimal nutritional products to protect themselves from environmental toxins. Like-minded individuals who share one another's vision, guided by a set of values, and are uniquely passionate about what they provide the world, thanks to Dr. Wentz's vision. Strong, yes, thanks to Dr. Wentz's vision. Strong, consistent, and reliable. I've known Dr. Wentz for nearly 30 years. Since then, a lot has happened. I like to refer to what happened at COVID over the past 2 years as the great accelerator. You see, we were accelerated into technology in ways we never thought possible. We had to come up with ways to communicate, to connect, to do things that we needed to do. Adaptation, connection. And if I think about the biggest tragedy outside of loss of life and health, one of the biggest tragedies of this whole COVID experience around the world is lack of connection. Although we were face-to-face electronically with more people than we'd ever been, there was a lack of connection. This human interaction, this human experience. That, for me, is a great tragedy over the last 24 months. I remember a trip that I was on with Dr. Wentz and Prudence. We were in the Ukraine. We were visiting orphanages there. Dr. Wentz had supplied beds and mattresses for several orphanages there. And we walked into one orphanage, and there was a room, big room, full of baby cribs, end to end in the room. And I noticed that there were volunteers coming in, and their volunteers' only job at that orphanage was to take those babies out of the crib and hold them. Because they said without that human connection and human interaction, those babies would suffer greatly in their development. Think about how important interaction, human interaction is. And then put on top of it all the craziness that's been happening to us. And yet, we're here today. Yes. We're here stronger. We're here and more focused. You've heard me talk a lot over the years about living in harmony, living a life in harmony. And what harmony is, as we think about it, music is really just air, wavelengths. And when you have wavelengths, this air moving in a congruent fashion, it creates harmony. And when you have these waves not congruent with each other, you have what's called dissonance. So living a life in harmony for me is being true to my core values. What is my North Star? What do I care most about? And when I'm living in accordance with my core values, I'm living a life in harmony. As soon as I do something that's inconsistent with what I know is right for me, I'm living a life in dissonance. So as we think about where we've been, there's so much that has disrupted the harmony in our lives. And how do we regain that harmony? So I'm going to ask William to come back out here, and we're going to do a little demonstration about music and about harmony. William, I'm going to go grab 4 people real quick, and I'll be right back. Let's see here. Who do you want to grab? And you want to explain what we're going to be, what we're going to do here? If you want to come up real quick, head on up to the piano.
So we're going to do
Go
something.
Ahead,
Let's give him a hand on the way up. Come on up.
Okay, we have our 4.
Perfect. What's your name? Susanna? Oh, nice to meet you. And
Amy.
nice to meet you. So nice to meet you. Okay, thank you so much for coming up here. So just to let you know, there we go. That's for you.
Yeah.
Just to let you know what we're going to do here, I would love to ask each of you to pick out one note on the piano. And what we're going to do, I'm going to attempt to take these notes that they randomly pick, and we're going to attempt to create something harmonious and beautiful. So, any of you musical at all? Percussionist. Okay. Perfect. Come over. Let's have you pick out. And I'm just going to ask that they all keep the notes within like a foot and a half. So maybe right around here. So go ahead and play one note. White key or black key. Okay. That's 1. Ooh, okay. 2. Okay, and one more. Ooh. Wow. Okay, let's give them a hand. Thank you so much.
Go ahead and head back to your seats.
You guys are messing with me, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to just call this song, well, before we do this, I'm just going to say, the weirder the notes, the weirder the song. So if this turns out bad, just blame them. Okay, we're going to call this song Harmony with USANA. Here we go. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yes. Wasn't that great? So, what can we learn from that? He was throwing a curveball because those aren't notes that are normally played together. But he was able to create something that was beautiful. You see, in our lives, we're going to have stuff come at us. Stuff that's not planned. He had no idea what those notes were going to be. What do we create in our lives out of those circumstances? And how does it sound? And how does the soundtrack of our lives sound and play into us living a life in harmony and moving forward? You see, it didn't really matter, the notes, because it still sounded beautiful at the master's hand. Right? He knew how to make those work and play and sound beautiful. And I guarantee you that there are thousands of hours of practice that went into what you just witnessed, even though he had no idea. He just didn't sit down and be able to do that. Question. We've had a crazy 24 months. Do we have a microphone down here? I'm going to just ask a couple people what they've learned over the last 24 months. So, we have here in the audience, and he doesn't know I'm going to call on him. He's going to be mad at me probably, but we have John Fleming, one of our board members, here in the audience. John has been an executive at Avon. He is one of the most prolific men in direct sales, and he's the author of the book, The Gig Economy. So he's very much an expert. John, so you won't get mad at me, right? What have you learned over the last 24 months? Anything?
We've learned so much, Kevin, and I think we learned to do more with less. I think we have learned how to communicate even though we can't always be with one another. And I think that today we look at the past as one of those things we never could have predicted in life, but now, more so than maybe ever, this is an opportunity to look at the future. So I think that's what the last 24 months has taught us.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I saw Colette somewhere. Where's Colette? Where's Colette? I know she's here. I saw her. Where is she? Colette! Where are you? I saw you walk across the stage. Well, I'm just going to run right over here. What have you learned over the past 24 months, my friend? I know you very well. We've spent a lot of time together. He doesn't want the microphone in his face, but what have you learned over the last 24 months?
Mine has been negative. I am a scrum master by day, so I am on Zoom all day long with my software development team. But that wears me out. So I have become a hermit in the last 2 years. It's very hard for me to really communicate with people in my everyday life. So mine's negative.
Well, I wouldn't say, because you've recognized it, you've learned from it, and you're moving forward, right? And it doesn't matter what we did yesterday. What matters is what we're doing tomorrow, right? I see somebody else, Andre, your head going back and forth. What did you learn over the last 24 months?
Hey, over the last 24 months, I've learned to adapt, to sharpen skills that I didn't have before. And no matter if you were good at something prior to status quo, after things changed, you had to adapt or you're going to not survive. So I had to learn how to really get uncomfortable with the things I wasn't good at and work on them.
Perfect. Resilience, right? Resilience is such a big factor. Dr. Karen, what have you learned over the last 24 months?
Oh, connection is everything.
Amen.
Mm-hmm. And we managed to connect despite the so-called social distancing and the value of people in our lives. I personally have increased my gratitude for the people and the relationships in my life.
Awesome. That, we didn't plan that. That was totally unplanned, but that's a great segue. Because as we talk about connection, how do we prioritize who we're connecting with? For me, the number one connection I want to make is with God. Right? That's the number one connection. And I set a goal during the pandemic that I didn't want to come out of the pandemic not having a closer relationship with Him. So, for me, I want to connect with my religious beliefs. I want to connect with my family in a different way. One of the things I'm praying for every day is that I can find joy in my posterity. That I can truly find joy, which is hard. It's hard for me because I worry so much about my kids and my grandkids. The number 3 connection is with all of you, in that order. For me, right? So, just for 1 second, I want you to think about what have you prayed for over the last 24 months? Right? One of the things I prayed for was that we'd be able to do this again. So, I love the serenity prayer. And you've seen this. If we look at the serenity prayer, if you'll bring it up, it is so profound in what it says that we want to be granted the serenity, meaning the peace, right? That we can understand those things we have control over and those things we don't, and to feel peaceful and let those things go that we can't control. And have the courage and the wisdom to know the difference. So I've got another friend that's here tonight that's going to help me illustrate this point very clearly. This is a song that I personally listen to over and over and over. It has an incredible message. Would you please welcome to the stage country superstar, 16 number 1 singles, millions of records sold, Mr. Colin Ray. Hey. I'll meet you when my chores are through. So, Colin, you're going to perform. By the way, this is Shauna, and this is Clinton. By the way, they tour with Colin. What as you're getting ready to sing this song, just for you as an artist, and as you sing this all over the world, is there any special meaning that this has for you?
Very much so. A lot of my songs have a special meaning to me personally. This one maybe the most because it's so true. And you and I've talked about this a lot in the past, and you talked about this in your book too. It's like when you're young, at least for me, and I know a lot of people think this way, but when you're young and you've got your life planned out for you in your own mind, and you think it's going to turn out just the way you plan it, and you're asking God to help make that happen, and invariably it doesn't go that way. And you get frustrated with it and goes, is he listening to me, or is he ignoring me, or what? Of course he doesn't. The message of this song is, it's so true, is that His plan for us is always way better than our plan. He knows what He's doing, and that's what this song is about.
Great. Take it away.
This is called I Get What I Need. I knew all the answers, the way my life should go. And when I used to say my prayers, I would tell God so. It seemed He wasn't listening. I thought He didn't care. But looking back, it's plain to see He was always there. I prayed for strength and I got pain that made me strong. I prayed for courage and I got fear to overcome. When I prayed for faith, my empty heart brought me to my knees. I don't always get what I want, I get what I need. I'm not saying that it's easy or that it doesn't hurt. When nothing seems to go my way, nothing seems. Prayer is no. I prayed for strength and I got pain that made me strong. I prayed for courage, but I got fear to overcome. When I prayed for faith, my empty heart brought me to my knees. I don't always get what I want, I get what I need. Every time I've had a door slammed in my face, in time a better one was opened in its place. I prayed for strength and I got pain that made me strong. I prayed for courage, but I got fear to overcome. When I prayed for faith, my empty heart brought me to my knees. I don't always get what I want, I get what I need. No, I seldom get what I want, but I get what I need. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. So it's time to hit the reset button. Let's restart. With our employees the other day, I had them all in a room and I said, guys, you're all fired. I said, okay, now you're all rehired. Today's your first day on the job. That's the kind of excitement I want out of you. Today, I want to say to all of you, today is day one. Let's hit the reset button. Let's start something. We've talked about starting something, and I'm going to talk to you in just a second about my invitation for you to start something. But it has to begin with your belief system. First and foremost, there are 4 actual core beliefs that I believe you need to have. And every leader I've seen that's been successful in USANA embodies these 4 beliefs. The first belief in the industry. We are direct sellers. Be proud of it. Be proud of what we do and how many lives we bless. And when people ask you, is this direct sales or network marketing? It doesn't matter what their experience has been, because your experience with USANA has been fantastic. And you have to have that kind of confidence. The second core belief that you must have is belief in the products. If you're not a product of the product and you're not taking the products every day, how can you possibly tell others about how great they are? You have to experience it. You have to know it. We have products that are changing people's lives. We have to know that and be committed to that. Lastly, the fourth belief, and I believe the most important, you have to believe in yourself. You have to. You have to believe in yourself, that you're good enough, that you're capable. Because you have to ask yourself the question, am I the kind of person that I would follow? Am I the kind of person that I would want to be my leader? Am I the kind of person that if someone was trying to tell me something, I would want to listen? So I really, really want you to think about believing in yourself. Because that is the core to everything we talk about. And starting something believes in starting with the belief in yourself. So what's your focus and what's your call to action? I want to focus on what we have control over. We have control over our own health. We have control over ourselves. And if you think you have control over anybody else besides yourself, you're mistaken. Just try and be a parent. You find that out real fast. The only thing we have control of is ourselves. So, tonight, I'm going to, as the CEO and chairman of the board of USANA Health Sciences, I'm going to issue you and all of you watching a challenge. A challenge to start something. You see, I have a goal. My goal is for USANA to have 1 million families enjoying the health products of USANA Health Sciences. 1 million. How are we going to reach that 1 million? Well, it's very simple. 2 a day. That's all I'm going to ask you to do. 2 a day. I want you to connect with somebody 2 times a day. 2 people, a connection. There are 50,000 people either watching or here in this audience today. If you connect with 2 people tomorrow, we will have 100,000 new connections tomorrow in USANA. Wow. So if you multiply that times 50,000, just those watching and attending, that's 35 million connections in 1 year. If you'll just do 2 a day. If you'll start something and get 2 a day. And you know what? We already have 500,000 families enjoying every 90 days our products. So we only need another 500,000. And if we only reach 1%, a little over 1%, we will hit the 1 million mark easily. 1%. 1%. So I'm asking you to start something. Start the other things that you want to do. But for me, I'm committing that I'm going to start reaching out to 2 distributors a day. Some of you are going to get a call from me because I'm reaching out. I'm going to reach out to 2 a day. That's my commitment. I ask you to think about how can you connect and make that connection with just 2 people every day. At the end of a year, just those watching and listening, that's 35 million connections. That is powerful. That gives us a goal to achieve, that we can track, and in a way that we can win and know how to win at USANA as we create the healthiest family on earth. You see, 30 years ago, USANA started with a dream. Since the very beginning of USANA, our community has been impacted across the globe, all over the world, and I believe we're very far from finished. You see, we didn't come this far to get this far. Right? We didn't come this far to get this far. I'm not happy with where we're at. I want to go further. You see, if we truly believe in the vision of the healthiest family on earth, me asking you to just do 2 every day is not a big ask. For us to have 1 million families, then 2 million, then 4 million, then 6 million. That's the vision. But let's start with 1 million right now. I'm going to leave you with this quote. I love it. Be firm in your destination, but flexible in your path. What is your destination? And as you're firm in that, you're going to have to adjust. You're going to have to move, make different changes, but your destination has to remain the same. Dreams are so important, and every one of you in this room today and on watching at home started your USANA journey with a dream. It all started with some sort of dream to better your life in some way. Through health, through a business opportunity, through connecting with people. And those dreams are so important, and they still need to be so alive. Our company started with Dr. Wentz's dream of a world free from pain and suffering, a world free from disease, that the healthiest family would be the USANA family as we create that. 2 a day is all I'm asking. And we will have 1 million families. After that, 2 million, 4 million, and our company will grow exponentially. So thank you so much for the opportunity that I have to be with all of you. And thank you for all that you do, for who you are and what you represent. 2 a day. I want to see that everywhere. Just 2. Just 2. And I'm going to have William come back out and Colin Ray come back out. And they're going to sing one of my favorite all-time songs. And I want you to remember as you hear this song, dreams do come true. Our 1 million families is a reality if you'll just connect with 2 people. So William and Colin, come on out and let's share this song.
Way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere skies are blue, treetops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why can't I? Birds fly over the rainbow. Why, oh why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh why can't I? Thank you.
This concludes tonight's general session. Please gather your belongings and exit the room. We'll see you back here tomorrow night.
Welcome back to the virtual post-show, USANA family. What a way to kick off our 30th anniversary.
That was a thrilling opening session.
It really was, and we're not done yet.
Oh my God, I know. We have an action-packed post-show just for you.
Now, we're talking exclusive giveaways, new guests, and even a special appearance from our president, Jim Brown.
You can see everyone trickling out of the general session. Some are heading to the USANA League Party, others to individual team gatherings, and many to their hotels to get some sleep, which I will be in 30 minutes.
That's a good plan. It's been a long night, but wow, fulfilling. For those of you watching from the other side of the world in the Asia-Pacific region, your day is just getting started, and there is a lot of convention for you to experience virtually today.
And I am still pumped from that live session that's wrapping up behind us.
There were a lot of great moments, for sure. I always love to hear from Kevin Guest with his incredible insight and passion. And that show-ending umbrella dance to the beautiful performance of Somewhere Over the Rainbow with Colin Ray and William Joseph. You know, the only thing that would have been better is if I was up there on the trapeze.
And that powerful moment with Dr. Sinnott and his fellow scientists taking the stage together.
Yes, that was awesome. We love that. Over 150 scientists from around the world, all in one place, USANA. It really paints a picture of the emphasis we place on R&D.
And there was a lot of excitement on stage, but one of my favorite moments was announcing the new Start Something campaign, Dan.
Yes.
It feels like a game changer.
You know what? It really is. It's a movement all about being true to yourself and being inspired to start something in your life. This could be something big, something small, something business, something personal, whatever you choose. We want you to start a clear Start Something story.
Okay, I'm going to start something right now.
Ooh.
Say cheese, Dan. I want to start something online by showing everyone how incredible it is to be here celebrating our 30th anniversary. And one more for safety.
Oh, yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Hey, start something, please.
Start something, please. Please. Love it. All right, and we want all of you to be true to yourself in what you decide to start as well. Get outside of your comfort zone and connect with your authentic self.
There are really some incredible pledges coming from you all online.
I've been reading through a bunch of them. They're inspiring. We love the fact that you're doing that.
Oh my gosh, and should we just...
Yeah, well,
all right.
So many in there, we're going to look through them tonight.
And speaking of starting something, let's start something exclusive, as in our virtual content only, with our first guest, President Jim Brown.
looks like that analyst from ESPN that's not going to be happy when he says something. Jim, come on.
I'm smiling.
Thanks for joining us. Go ahead, Yura.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, so one thing I want to ask you is, what are your favorite foods? What are your favorite hobbies? Like, just tell me about yourself.
You want to know the real Jim Brown.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone wants to know the real Jim. Favorite foods, that's interesting. And sadly, it's probably not as healthy as I'd really want to tell everyone, but I love all the carb foods that are out there, the pizzas, the hamburgers, and everything else. But, when we're talking about starting something, I want to start something as well, and I need to get back into the gym, quite honestly. So I'm going to commit to 3 to 5 times a week that I'll go into the gym and do some type of working out. Hobbies? Great question. I have an 11-year-old son, Brandon, and my hobbies kind of are what he is doing right now. And a lot of Legos, video games, and stuff like that. Don't want him to spend too much time with the video games, but, it's such an interesting time where you're playing with all your friends and talking. So it is social.
I actually really love playing video games myself.
Oh, no, she hasn't been doing that. No, one other thing, though, Jim, just so we can all get to know you a little better, what's your favorite USANA product? We keep asking everybody that question.
Yeah, the product that I take every morning now, I take a lot of products, but it's just started off as Copa Prime, and I take 2 in the morning, and I feel the effects of it mentally and how, in general, it really goes through my body. So I committed to Copa Prime every day.
That's awesome. Yeah. And, I think since we've got you, USANA's got an incredible history, 30 years. Kevin mentioned it's day one. What's the thing that excites you the most starting today, walking out of here after our first session, of what's going to happen or what's to come for USANA?
Yeah, for me, the excitement is actually the event. We've got 4,000 people here, and that, to me, it's starting off the fact that people are traveling. We still have COVID, but it seems to be more controllable and people are getting out. And I think we're really going to start getting momentum through the business, and we'll hit our 1 million people with just a little bit of effort. He talked about 2 things, 2 connections a day. That's not asking a lot to continue to drive USANA and be the healthiest family on earth.
And I think you're right. You mentioned you're starting something from a personal perspective, but I think Kevin set the stage for all of us at USANA. We got to start talking to people. So, Jim, we don't want to take up too much of your time. It's been a long night. Thanks for stopping by and giving us some insight.
I loved it. I appreciate it, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Convention. I think it's still a great time to recognize some of the incredible people in the USANA family, isn't it?
I know, and we saw a few of those people on stage during this general session.
Yes, we did. We announced the Global Denis Waitley Leadership Award and the Dr. Wentz Vision Award winners and the 2022 USANA Foundation Ambassadors.
Word has it, Amy Herron is backstage with a few of the winners.
I think she is. Amy, are you there? Who do you have with you? Amy's back there. I know she is.
I hear her.
I think we caught her off guard. There she is.
Hey.
Hi, Amy.
How's it going, guys?
Good.
Hey, it's always wild backstage. You know that.
I know. Well, you got Deanna, so I'm sure you were preoccupied.
Yeah. Deanna and I have been hanging out, talking, and we actually have some exclusive interviews with some of our major award winners tonight, and we are so grateful that they're joining us. First, I'm going to start on my left. I'm going to give you the mic, and if you can let us know your name, where you're from, and the award you won.
Hi. Well, my name is Deanna Waters. I'm from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, up north. And I'm the Canadian Award winner for the USANA Foundation Ambassador. And that's such a privilege for me because I did go to Uganda to serve over there with the foundation and the Children's Hunger Fund. And my husband went to Peru with them, and we saw them in action.
That's amazing. I love that you've given so much to the foundation. I'm so glad we could recognize you tonight. Congratulations. Thank you for everything you do.
You're most welcome. Everybody give to the foundation.
All right. We're going to move on here to our next award winners. Can you just give us your name, where you're from, and the award you won tonight?
My name is Anita. I come from Australia. It's our honor to be here. I'm so excited. Thanks, Dr. Mary Wentz. Thanks.
Congratulations. Go ahead.
Yeah, getting this award, it means like a lot of responsibility and also like, holding almost a torch, like Olympic torch that we had to pass on the legacy. And I'm really honored to, receive this award, and we can help more people along the way.
Thank you so much. Congratulations, and thank you for all you do for your teams and for USANA. And our last award winners for the evening, could you just give us your name and where you're from and the award you won tonight?
Hi, I'm Claire. This is Wang. We are from New Zealand, and we have won the Dr. Wentz Vision Award this year. It's such an honor.
And this year has been our sixth global conventions. And where we come from, which is New Zealand, is literally on the other half of the planet. But every single time, I never felt like leaving home. Instead, I feel always coming back home to be able to see our USANA family from all over the world, to hear their stories, see their growth, and celebrate their success. It's always warm-hearted, and we always look forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations. Dr. Wentz Vision Award winner. That's such a major honor. We appreciate everything you do for USANA. We are going to be cutting back to Dan and Yura here shortly. We really just appreciate these award winners and all of our award winners. Thank you so much, and we will go back to Dan and Yura if you're ready for us.
We are. Thank you so much, Amy. Great. It's so nice to see those folks. Congratulations to all of our winners in these three award categories. Now, USANA has been around for 30 years, and there are a lot of people who have not only been part of the family for much of that time, but top achievers. We told you a little bit about the USANA League during the pre-show, and would like to continue the conversation now, because it's a great way to celebrate your USANA lifetime of achievements.
There are 3 tiers within the USANA League, the highest being Pinnacle, then Prestige, and Premier. And each level comes with some exclusive benefits.
One of those benefits is happening today, an invitation-only private event for members of the USANA League in the Prestige and Pinnacle tiers. Lori Truman, Vice President of U.S. Sales, and Chun Kim, Regional Vice President of Korea, Philippines, Japan, and Thailand. Ooh, that's a mouthful. Snuck into the USANA League party a little early to give you this exclusive party preview. Chung, Lori, see what you got.
So we just finished and wrapped up the great general session, and I'm here in a very secret place where we're going to have a VIP parties, and I'm here with Lori Truman. Hi, Lori.
Hi. So good to be here. And wow, what a great opening general session.
Yeah.
And now we are going to party it up at the Depot at an exclusive USANA event for our new USANA League members. This is a new program that we've just introduced, and we're going to celebrate.
Yes. So we're just going to have Prestige and Pinnacle members to be invited today, and we're going to have about 200 people today here.
Incredible.
Yes.
Incredible. From around the world, here tonight to celebrate with the management team and our own.
Celebrate with the Free Radicals.
Woohoo! They're just getting warmed up, but I think we should go and check out the Free Radicals. What do you think? Let's go interview the band. Come on. The USANA League is for many of our top leaders that have continued to introduce USANA to so many friends and family, brought in tons of customers over the years. I just think about how exceptional these leaders are. And I love that we are inviting them in for this exclusive party
tonight. That's why you
tonight.
invited me here very exclusively,
Yep,
right?
yep. They'll have the opportunity to get pictures with the management team and dance with the band. So let's go check out the band. Oh, my goodness. It's a stranger. Look, I'm going to interrupt him. Look at this. We have our own Sean McClelland behind the keyboard. We miss you. Oh, I'm so happy to see you.
And I retired from USANA 2 years ago, so this is my first time getting to see everybody and be back and
not be behind the, calling the show or anything. No stress.
USANA Studios, all the stress, and now I get to just have fun and smile.
Be a good party. Well, introduce us to the band.
Oh, you bet. This is
So, Tommy, how long have you been hanging around this USANA shindig?
When was it? We were right in the very beginning.
Yeah, about 25 years ago. You and I met 35 years ago.
Yeah, something like that. More like 30 years ago.
Yeah, 30. Yeah, you were only 10 at the time.
right. No, but we started doing music for USANA.
That's right. Yeah, Tommy produced a lot of the first theme songs and co-wrote a lot of them with me, and Denis Waitley. Yeah.
Incredible. Well, it's nice. We're excited to hear from you. Tell me. Hey, Joel, how many USANA conventions have you played at?
Nearly all of them. It's been many years. I mean, it's been well over 20 years. Yeah, since I was like 17 or 18. So we've been doing this a long time. But it's always a privilege and a thrill to get to come back and rock for USANA.
Yeah.
So we are going to have an amazing night.
Yeah, we're going to have a party here, and we are so grateful to have you as part of the USANA family all these years.
Oh, thank you. And I wish the USANA family nothing but the best.
I love it. Thanks so much. Ready to rock. All right, and this gentleman.
Ridding. And I started my relationship with USANA about 15, 16 years ago. And I was a musician in the Free Radicals band. So I'd help out and I'd be up on stage. I thought, this is such a great company. So when the call came out that they were looking for an event producer, Brad Jensen said, pass this around. I said, I'm not passing it around, I'm applying. And so
I love that. Not only is Mike enjoying himself, having a little fun tonight, but he works really hard behind the scenes to make sure convention comes together. Thank you so much. How long have the Free Radicals been around?
So we started, it has to be about 25 years ago or so, maybe 20 years ago. We had a Colin Ray. We had just met Colin, and he was going to do a show at the USANA Amphitheater. And so we formed this band to back him up, and it gelled then and stuck.
That's so fun. So great. Well, we're excited to celebrate tonight with all of you. Chung is definitely wanting to get on stage, maybe a little.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Little song and dance. You're pretty good at that. Oh, yeah.
All the time.
Look at that. He's in. I thought I was going to get like boy band.
Oh, is that right?
Isn't there some boy band in you?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks everyone for joining us and getting this sneak preview into what the USANA League will be able to experience tonight at this exclusive event.
And I'll see you everyone in a minute. And back to you, Dan and Yura.
Thank you, Chung and Laurie.
Yeah, I tell you what, that looks like fun. And if you'd like to see what it would be like to take for you to become a member of the USANA League, be sure to check out the hub or contact your local sales rep.
And as we wrap up our show for the day, we want to remind you about upcoming workshops.
There's a lot happening, so if you haven't checked out the schedule yet, be sure to click on the homepage. That's where you can scroll down, look through the different workshops and general session options. If you want more information about any of them, click the details button for speakers and topics.
Dan and I will also be in the chat rooms between sessions, and so say hello to us and your fellow associates. And be sure to join us for the next general session that is all about business. Our pre-show starts 30 minutes before the hybrid general session, and it's definitely something you'll want to tune in and watch.
We have more big giveaways just for you.
Those are happening throughout our pre-show, post-shows, and when we do our quick cut-ins during the live session.
Now we're getting down to business tomorrow, your business. We're going to start something to a whole new level with selling strategies, business tips, and digital tools to help you work smarter.
We also have Nicole Walters, income strategist and star of USA Network's She's the Boss. She'll be delivering her keynote speech tomorrow and sticking around to answer some of your questions right here on the virtual stage.
And if you're working on boosting your social media community, we have a great guest for you here on our virtual stage. Social marketing expert Melody Tao is stopping by to share her favorite social media tips and tricks.
Day 2 is going to be packed full, and I'm so excited!
Me too, Yura. We're going to see you all back here tomorrow. Thanks for joining us. Have a great end of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you for watching USANA Live's 30th Anniversary Global Convention. We'll see you back here for the next hybrid general session, plus exclusive pre- and post shows.